You are here with me, and we're about to have a good time. Well, what we're gonna do, I mean, if you guys checked out the video that we just put up, if you didn't, why not? I work really hard on things. I slave over a hot stove, and you come home after a hard day, and you don't even compliment my salad? Anyway, the video was about questions, which continue to come in about how our cats are acting differently during the COVID experience, the lockdown, as it were. And they're acting different. We're all acting different. Come on, you know. And so I do mention that in the video. But we're gonna take some questions today, talk more about your experiences. Because it really could go either way. It could be, hey, we're closer than we've ever been, or my cat's going to kill me, or I'm going to kill my cat. Hey, it's a Dorito. Best salad ever. Thank you, Musings. Thank you, Mara. Thank you so much for saying that. And up come the emotes. Just so you know. So if you guys don't know, when we first got onto Twitch, some, Yahoo grabbed my name and took it from us. So I couldn't have my name as the landing page of this channel. Well, we rectified that, and he is buried in the end zone of Giant Stadium, which is cool. And we now have the name of the channel. But in the meantime, there's some bugs to be fixed. So all these emotes are going to be flying around as they normally would. But keep them coming. Where did that kapow come from? Just W Teacher? That's nice. Louise Renee, it's not our fault, is all I got to say. At least Denig got the Hoffa reference. Thank you. Luna the Hellhound, how you doing? Where are my peoples at? Now, I'm really hoping that... Hey, what's up, Seamus? I'm really hoping that some of our long timers here. Epi, did you have a problem like re-navigating to this new page? I'm a little scared that if you were already on the old Cat Daddy 66, that getting here might have been a problem. Pebbles, you were actually seriously missed. In fact, I was a little angry. No, I'm kidding. And let's see, what else? Well, there's a lot of new people here, I just have to say. Welcome, you guys. Welcome. If you don't know, I'm just going to start getting stuff out of the way here. If you haven't subscribed yet to this channel, it's a great thing. What can I tell you? It's great for us. It's great for us to have you here and to help grow this thing. And so that said, let's see you guys subscribe. We don't have any new subscribers up there today yet. It's very... Don't. What?
Definitely should.
Well, maybe it needs to be refreshed.
Let me check on that.
Anyway, Amazon. You can go to your Amazon Prime and kabang, you're on. So all you guys joining us over on YouTube, pretty easy. Now, we will have a giveaway today, as we always do, the stay-at-home giveaway. Here it is. What is the giveaway today? It is, well, it's a bag of Sustainably Yours litter. If you don't know Sustainably Yours, I've been keeping it under wraps for a while because you guys know me. I'm not going to promote anything that I wouldn't use in my own home. And this litter, honestly, it's a game changer. I'm so stoked to be partnered up with Sustainably Yours. It's killer when it comes to clumping, when it comes to smell. The clumps from this thing, only here can we talk about poop. But, well, no, I'm sure there's plenty of places on Twitch you can talk about poop. But anyway, but I mean, the clumps are like baseballs. It's bananas. And the smell, no smell, and tracking, Now, look, I'm going to be honest with you. If it's a natural litter, there's always going to be a little bit because it's lightweight, but it's made of cassava. And if you don't know what cassava is, I'm just talking about the giveaway, but I got to tell you about this stuff because I'm excited. Cassava is one of the most it's one of the biggest crops in the whole wide world. And in Brazil, where this litter is from, cassava sits on everybody's dinner table just like ketchup would here, or salt, let's say. And what they do is after they finished eating, let's say there's a gravy, they use the cassava to sort of mop up the gravy, and it turns into this thing that you then eat. And that's translates to this litter. So yes, it's from Brazil. They're very into conservation. They partnered up with the Rainforest Trust. Anyway, I'm really stoked to be with these guys. And we're giving away a free bag of Sustainably Yours. Also, a free bottle of my stain and odor remover. Again, if you guys ever watched my show, you know for years I was like, it's the CO2 cleaner. And then I would get slammed from you guys like, what is the CO2 cleaner? This is it. It's the Jackson Galaxy Stain and Odor Remover. And, and this is great for the springtime. Priscilla's Grass Seed Pack. So it's a mix of grasses like barley grass, oat grass, just things for your cats to graze on. And it was going to go into our catio. We were going to plant the entire thing of Priscilla's seed pack. And then Caroline came up with an allergy to basically everything on the planet, so we couldn't put any grasses out there. Anyway, bag o' litter, bottle o' cleaner, and pack o' seeds to grow your own cat grass, and that's the giveaway today. Going back to what I said for the YouTubers here, you can't get into the giveaway unless you come over to Twitch. Another reason you should come over to Twitch is I'm going to do a little experiment today. Well, Taylor's doing the experiment, and I'm just... What am I? I'm the test.
You're the recipient of the.
I'm just a test subject, yeah. Which means I'm hooked up to electrodes, and he gets to shock me whenever he wants. But we're going to be taking some questions. You guys are going to be able to get into a queue and ask me some questions. Now there are rules and regs. The rule is 2 minutes. 2 minutes to ask the question. No overseas. And then I'll try to answer your question to the best of my ability. And I would love for you to actually keep your question to COVID related questions, because that's the theme for the day.
Yeah. So real quick on that.
Yeah.
To do that, either type in exclamation point talk for instructions, but basically just go to the Discord, hop into the voice channel at the very bottom, make sure your mic is working, and we will randomly pick people to talk to. As long as you're just sitting in the queue in that room. And just, if you don't want to talk to other people, just mute yourself, and we'll grab you and pull you in.
There you go, Discord. And there's Jack. What's up, Jack? Good to see you here. Who else? I just want to say hi to some people here. Loves cats. Hi to you. There's Jenna. And Jenna's begging everybody not to spam the chat. Spam the chat with what? Emotes? Is that what she's saying? Hi, Amritha. Good to see you. I was asking Epi before if she was having trouble. Betty Veronica, good to see you. Curran says, why are people crazy? Is that an actual question? Because it might be long. Baroness, good to see you. We were just watching you on Twitch, Baroness. Making was that clay you were using? Because that was, you are talented. And of course my shirt was in the background. So, I felt special. So what else are we doing today? So of course we got some in the Muse. I am sure we've got some cute babies to show you. Because look at that picture right now. That is the cutest picture. Oy, oy, oy. We'll spend some time going over to Discord and showing pictures like the ones you're seeing right now. This is all you guys, by the way. And you can go over to Discord. What is it? Oh, it's just
Discord.
Just Discord? Mm-hmm. By the way, if you haven't been introduced to Taylor Foils, there's our man in the black mask coming to say hi to you.
And today, but you can hear me.
Oh, okay.
I'm here
and tell me what
spirit.
to do. That's what he's here for, to order me around. Yes. Now, if you haven't heard the news, by the way, you guys, I'm sorry to say, but honestly, there was no choice. Cat Camp New York and Cat Camp San Diego are postponed to a later date. We don't really know when at this point, but that's obvious because, nobody knows nothing at this point. So that's where we are. In the meantime, do stay connected to us, all you cat campers. Just stay connected. We've got some things in the works that are going to be incredibly, I think, cool. And of course, we're going to be doing them virtually, but the whole cat camp gang should be involved in it, and it's going to be great. So there you go. Let me just say hi to somebody. Eclectic is asking, how do we get onto Discord? Eclectic, all you have to do is type !Discord.
And it gives you the link.
Yeah, it gives you the link, and then you go. Yeah, right. Hey, we've got someone new. Sue Taylor is here. Good to see you, and thank you for the compliment. Lady Natira from Indiana, good to see you. And I want to shower my cats on Friday. Mara 90, did you not watch my video on bathing your cats? Perhaps you should. What? How do you pronounce your name? Wait. Inlinden from Sweden. We got Sweden in the house. Tell me where you guys are from. That's always my fun thing. See, there's Joy from the UK. What else? Who else is here? I mean, I know you're here. Yeah, we got Portland, Minnesota. We got Orlando. Corvallis. Good to hear you from Corvallis. Texas, Madrid. Oh, it's Tigressa. My Tigressa. Someday, Tigressa, we will meet up in Madrid. You know what? That is a promise. The next time I go to Madrid, which when this all clears up, man, I cannot wait. Although, the goal was to go down to the South Coast, but, Spain is only so big. I wonder if Spain is actually the size of one of our states. Saskatchewan's in the house. What's up, Ivy? Corpus Christi, Michaela, Poland. We got Marcin from Poland, Honolulu, Turkey, Greece, Connecticut, Ventura County. What's up, Ventura? It is hot as blazes here in the Valley of Los Angeles. Yuck. I do not like heat, Sam. I really don't. I at least in the cold, you can get warm. You can layer up and you can be, somewhat warm. In the heat, you just suffer, and I hate it. I'm watching you guys here from like Minnesota and Portland, and I'm like, man, I just want to go. Seattle area. There's Fiona from the Seattle area. Now, Chris, it must be hot in Colorado. Well, it depends on where you are, I guess. But that was one of the main sticking points I had in moving to Los Angeles. I lived in Boulder, Colorado for about 15 years before I moved here. Originally from New York City, but I've been making this slow migration across the country all these years. Maybe I will wind up in Hawaii at some point. But anyway, when I was moving here, I was just like, I don't think that I can deal with not having seasons. It's just, it's wrong, So, but hey, I got here, right? April from Springfield, 60s and beautiful in Massachusetts today, says Meow Chat Meow, who is clearly rubbing it in. Oh, and so is Lochur, rubbing it in. What else do you want to rub in here, huh? JoJo's an Aussie expat. JoJo's is an Aussie expat living in Ventura County. Huh. I'll trade if you want to. Rin, where in Canada are you, Rin? I would love to know. Barb, let's have a round of applause, and we would do an emote shower.
Yes.
Oh, we have emotes back, right?
Well, they're always in chat. They're in chat. They're just not on the stream screen.
No, they are. I'm seeing stuff bounce around.
Well, those aren't our emotes, though.
I see a mojo.
Oh, it is working. Oh, great. Okay.
Taylor's wrong.
I see a mojo.
So it was Barb. I want to have a round of emote applause for Barb, who adopted a cat today. Congratulations, Barb. Who else adopted?
Thank you, Barb.
In the span of the COVID experience here, the lockdown and everything, who has adopted or fostered? Let's see. Oh, an outcome. The emotes raining down. God, I love that. And there it is. Wait. Time to step it up. has fostered. Yay. Oh, man, it's going way too fast because of these emotes. I screwed up. Who else? Adopted some guinea pigs. Epi. Who adopts a lot? I have to show you guys a picture. Who else is fostering? Seamus. Oh, well, Epi, right. Who? 2 ginger cats, Wanda, Fred and George. Fred and George, you just fostered or adopted? Adopting a mouse, said Sweet Revengey. Oh my God, this is going so fast. Adopted to Chica Love, 2 kittens, siblings. Rachel adopted. Melissa adopted. Come on, you guys. JoJo's adopted. And fostering a mama and her 6 babies. Jenna, of course. Now, Jenna's so smart right now. Jenna's a step ahead of even Taylor because she put up the exclamation point, stay home. What is exclamation stay home? A great program called Stay Home and Foster that greatergood.org has launched. It's amazing. All you got to do is go to exclamation point stay home. It'll give you the link. And then you'll get to stayhomeandfoster.org. All you got to do then is put your name and where you live into the fields. They will immediately, this big database will match you up with rescues or shelters in your area who need fostering help. Then they'll get you these cats or dogs into your house. Bang. Couldn't be easier. And we empty the shelters. Of course, this is just in the States right now, but yeah, so there you have it. Anyway, back to who was fostering and who's adopting. It looks like a lot of you guys, man. So I'm really, really happy for you guys. It's not that I'm just happy for us for emptying the shelters at this point. I'm happy for you because what a better time to establish a bond. And I want to show you guys. Now, if you've been following my life, which whatever, you know that we lost one of our chickens a few weeks ago. It was really pretty horrible. So we lost our Rosie pretty suddenly. Now, we were left with Summer, and Summer chickens are flock animals. We had 1 chicken left. They can't really be alone. It's not good for them. So we went on the rampage looking for chickens to adopt, and not to get eggs that would hatch and not to buy a breed or whatever, but it's really actually kind of hard because most of the availables are roosters, and we can't have roosters, and there's a whole lot of problems with roosters and how to adopt and where to put them and all that. So unfortunately, that's really what the rescues are crowded with, and we couldn't take a rooster. Anyway, my wife goes and we found a chicken for adoption that was actually sort of the same breed as the one that we have at home. And that was good because temperament-wise, right? So we're about to bring that one home, or she is. I was in the middle of a meeting and I get this picture and she goes, the rescuer just really wants me to take this chicken. It was a little baby because really she was a little funny looking or not attractive, and they really didn't think they'd be able to adopt her. And the rescuer really got along with Minu and saw a rescuer. Anyway, so 2 came home. 1 is full grown. Her name is Scarlett. And then there's the baby. And the baby's name is Susie Q, after my mom, for the moment, because we still don't know the sex of this chicken, which could be a big problem. But anyway, I wanted to show you a cute picture of me and the baby. And we don't have many pictures of me and the baby because Minu is hogging her. Apparently, she loves her more than I do, which is not true. Anyway, I just want to find this picture real fast if I can. I don't know if it's going to be... Well, here's a picture of her. And you might think that she's not funny looking, is she? Well, she kind of is, actually. She looks like a mix between a chicken and like a buzzard. But anyway, she was here last week. I forgot. She was here.
Oh, yeah.
God, time goes by so damn weirdly around here. But I just want to show you this very cute picture of her, and it's going to take me a minute. So hold your horses. There, and see photos. Come on. By the time you guys see it, it's just going to be not a good picture anymore. Can you see this picture? Look at that. sitting on my neck. She's happy when she's with us and miserable when she's not. And the way you got to do this with chickens is they have to be separated, get this, by 100 yards. For the first 30 days. We don't have no 100 yards in our yard. We have a chicken run and a coop in our yard. And then we had to create something else for Scarlett, the grown one, and the baby has to be in the bathroom. And so we're constantly taking her out of there and trying to give her enrichment. But in the meantime, this baby doesn't get to be with other chickens for a month. So is she going to be a cat when she grows up? We don't know yet. Joy. See, you see the beauty in Susie Q. There's no way to adapt the name Susie Q to a boy. I don't know what we're going to do. Should be a boy named Sue. Emily's foster kittens, I don't know. There's a few. The chicken world is a little weird. I'm not going to lie to you. Oh. I mean, it's a real craze.
Is it
having
trendy
chickens?
To get a chicken, or what do you mean by like just getting one? Or
no, well, there's that, which is weird.
I don't even know where
because there's a lot of breeders out there. It is sort of like the cat and dog world, but there's also like. See, here's the thing. By and large, the chicken world, or backyard chickens and people who love chickens and blah, 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 kind of revolves around their eggs. We have chickens because we want their eggs, is what the rest of the world does. And we don't do that at our house. We don't care, obviously, about eggs. We're vegan. We don't, we basically wind up feeding the eggs back to the chickens because they've lost a lot of protein and calcium by laying the eggs in the first place. But, ooh, what's that? Kitty Catton says, watch the documentary Chicken People. Yeah. Should I be scared? Lorena, we have somebody else here from Spain. Good. Luna, I didn't name a boy Susan. We named her Susie, hoping. We're trying to manifest a female out of this because if she's a male, we got problems. But, so. Wait, what is that? Janet had a chicken named Omelet. That's a great name. Okay, so Kitty Catton says Chicken People is about people that raise chickens and are obsessed about them in a good way.
Trailer real quick?
I hope. I mean, we can. It's a risk, man. It's a risk, but let's do it.
We'll see.
You know what? We do risky things around here. Let's try it.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Ooh, I'm gonna strangle myself.
Oh yeah. Right. Sorry about that.
All right, I'm ready.
Make sure the volume's up for you.
You guys, that's not what I'm talking about. Because what we're talking about is rescuing chickens because there's too many damn chickens. And then we've got all these crazy breeders. Not what we were looking for. Thank you for trying, Kitty Catton. But what I'm saying is that, what's really sad is that roosters are overrunning the rescue system. There's so many roosters out there. But no, people try to breed and all of a sudden they wind up with all these weird crosses. Isn't it time for baby goats? Isn't it time for something cute right now? It is. Best in Show is creepy. They're all creepy, man.
Well, that was a parody.
No, Best in Show wasn't. Oh, it was.
Yeah,
was that the
parody?
Oh,
that was the same people that did Spinal Tap.
No, you're thinking of another one. Best in Show is real.
No.
Best in Show is real, but there was another one. Or am I totally making that up?
Yeah, no, Best in Show is definitely a parody.
That's the parody?
That's the Spinal Tap.
Marisoli Alvarez from Granada, Spain. Good to have you. Jenna wants goats.
I think you're talking about the one that was on...
Barbara wants goats. Here we go.
Yes.
Goats. Baby goats. Baby goats.
Oh, appropriately.
And there's a chicken. There's a chicken. Oh my God. What I would do to have a chunk of property and have me some goats. And by the way, I am not in any way like handy Mr. Farmer. I outsource like a son of a gun. Oh my God. OMG.
Oh my God, the other one came out of nowhere.
Oh my God, that is so cute. I mean, I wouldn't want to. Is that a cow? Yeah. Cow? Bull? Looks kind of bullish to me.
It looks like, it doesn't have horns.
That is the most patient thing I have ever seen. Because that can't be, he's like a seesaw.
greatest video I've
Oh
seen in a
my
while.
god. Oh my god, it's so cute. There you go. Disco Elders knows me well. Donkeys and goats. Donkeys and goats.
Let's do one.
Courtney says great yoga. Oh, the girls. They say the girls. Where are you getting this from?
Same place.
What same place?
I think we're back to
Like
the
Reddit or something?
Yeah,
Or-
it's Reddit.
God, that's so adorable.
That's some high quality videos. Yeah, that's nice.
And obviously there's a
And
market for...
see, we're back to
Oh,
the-
jeez.
Saw that last week.
Louise. Oh, is that a bison? That was that was not a bison.
Oh yeah, this is the video from last week, which is still good.
It's still good.
It's still good.
It's got staying
Still holds
power. Oh yes, I do love that one. I just love it when they start to run and then they do that thing. Wait, let's see if anybody does the thing. They're like, "I'm so happy," jump. Because maybe I'll do it after they do it. No, I'll fuck up my back. Come on, do a jump. No,
Oh,
that's
kinda.
not right yet. It's like it just. We're waiting on you guys. Don't make us wait. Do your baby jump.
No.
No baby jump. Well, but we got this. Are you guys watching this? See, and there's just no way. Everybody's there. Everybody's watching us right
There's
now.
the goat emoji.
Oh, great. Teacher. JW teacher. There we go. Okay, so are we able to, you know,
What's that?
I don't know, block people?
Oh yeah.
We can?
Mhm.
But what if they're on YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Mhm.
Good, man. Hey, guess what, Matthew Jackson? You're gone. You're out. We don't stand for that around here. No, Taylor doesn't stand for that. So you're gone. Anyway, oh, those are my babies right there. Oh wow, things happen so fast around here. It's crazy. Anyways, let's. We're gonna get to some stuff here. I think.
Yeah. Do you want to do a call with somebody?
I would love to do a call. So, do we have people in there?
Yep.
We
got about
do.
4 people, 5 people.
All right, you guys. It's time to start forming a line in there if you want it. Again, 2 minutes. You got to tell me what's going on with you in 2 minutes. Try to not. If your problem, I'm just going to put it out there. If your problem normally would take 10 minutes to describe to me, then don't just. This isn't the place for you. What we want to. Thank you, Luke. And we got rid of it. Amritha, you did it. You got rid of him. And yeah, there's no place for that here. There's no place. So anyway,
All right. Well,
if you got the
put
questions,
headphones on.
okay. So what was I going to say? The directions to get on the queue is what?
Exclamation point talk.
Exclamation point talk. So that's all you got to do if you want to get online here. Again, let's try to, I'm really interested to hear, and again, following up on the video that we just premiered, things about what has changed about life with cats during the lockdown when you're just spending a whole lot more time with them. So headphones are going on. And who's up first?
We got Volek.
When I can't hear you. What?
Volek.
Volek.
Yes.
All right,
You'll see
Volek.
them on the screen in just a moment.
Volek, are you there?
Hold on.
Volek, are you there? I ain't got nothing, Taylor.
Hold on just a second. They're not talking yet.
What was that?
They're not talking yet.
Why is Volek not talking to me? Doesn't he know who I am?
Hold on just a second. Getting the timer here.
Well, Volek, I think if you're trying to get to me sort of subliminally, it's not working. That's a great picture of the cat and that gorgeous guitar. I don't know what's cuter. That was a pink, looks like a Mustang. That was amazing. Lochor, are you muted on your end? Do you know how to unmute yourself? Do we have someone else on the line?
Yeah, I guess got Tiger Owl in there. If Tiger Owl can speak or hear.
Who do we got?
Tiger Owl.
Tiger L, are you there? What's up, Tiger L? How are you today? I'm hanging. Where are you calling from? Uh-oh, we lost her. She was pretty iffy anyway. The connection was pretty
I'm
iffy.
here anyway.
Yeah, you-
I'm still here.
Are you there? Okay, so where are you calling from? Is that us or is it her?
That
Is
must
it
be
your
her.
fault is what I'm asking.
That must. I don't see her.
I'm still here.
Are you standing in a weird place or is it us? Do you have bars? Do you have everything you need? Because you're totally going in and out. So
Yes, I do.
yeah, we may have to work on this, you guys. We may have bugs. We may have bugs, ghosts in the machine. So we'll just keep. We're gonna keep trying. Yeah. Well, you want to?
You got the next part. I'm just throwing people in.
Yeah, just throw people in. Who's up? Well, turn up the volume. I
Hello?
hear somebody. I hear somebody. Who is it?
Yeah, it's Sweetie.
What's your name?
It's Sweetie on Twitch is Sweetie Revengey.
Sweetie Revengey. How are you today?
I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm with you guys, so I'm stoked. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Ottawa, Ontario, Canada.
Oh, so you're not hot as hell like me. So
No, it's actually cool. It's
Oh.
warm. It's t-shirt weather, not hoodie weather.
but Ottawa's so gorgeous anyway. So I'm envious, and there you have it. So what do you got for me? Remember, you have 2 minutes, and right now it's the timer's on. Go, sweetie.
Okay, I got a 14-year-old Bombay cat, and I want to motivate him. He's lazy, and he has arthritis in his hind legs. I just want to motivate him.
Okay. So arthritis in his back legs. By the way, nice going. You just asked me that question in 20 seconds. I don't think anyone's ever done that. So mazel tov. But first of all, Bombay's should be pretty active, and I'm sure that he's been pretty active at certain points in his life. So, and is that the truth, sweetie? I mean, when he was a little younger, was he more playful? Was he more active?
Yeah, he was very active.
So
And
the
for the
arthritis.
past 5 years, that's when he slowed down.
So the arthritis is probably, my guess is the arthritis is the real culprit here. Is he on meds?
Yeah, he's on some medications for it.
So for the pain, etc., right?
Yep.
Do you know what he's on? You can tell me. There's a reason
he's
why I'm
on,
asking.
Well, he just changed some medication about a month ago.
Mhm.
He's on some CBD oil right now. I'm going to organic.
That's all he's on?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't think it's enough, personally, and I can just tell you this for some reason, arthritis is one of those things I know too much about, but the bottom line is this: arthritis is degenerative. So you're talking about a change in their physiology. So, for instance, I've got one of my dogs. She's on CBD. Oh my God, is that? Oh, that's the timer.
Oh, yes.
That scared the hell out of me. I was like, are we standing in a minefield? But anyway, CBD, while not unhelpful, but for things like anxiety, yeah, that's sweet spot. And I know it's an anti-inflammatory, but it's definitely not enough. So I would be looking into, sweetie, it's about that middle point. Yeah, of course we want to use holistic remedies whenever we can, but in order to get him to his best place so that he can play, he's got to not be in pain. I mean, as somebody who's dealt with chronic pain for 20 years, and I just had back surgery and everything, it's not fun. And playing is not the kind of thing you want to do when you're in the middle of a bad day. So, especially in Ottawa where it might be cooler, do you have any beds that are heated? Do you have anything that he can lay in that's heated? Did I lose Sweetie?
Yeah, he has a heating pad that he likes to sleep on.
Cool. Okay, so there's something just to get his muscles kind of juiced up, but he just definitely, I mean, again, from the natural standpoint, meaning not prescription, glucosamine chondroitin complex with MSM is a really good place to start, to make sure that he has that on board, because it kind of helps to rebuild cartilage. But otherwise, I would, you start there. And then I guarantee you, when he's really balanced with his arthritis, he'll want to play more. Those back legs take a lot of pressure.
And especially he's a big cat.
Oh, he's a big boy too? Okay, so
Yeah, he's about 20 pounds.
Holy crap, a 20-pound Bombay? That's a lot of cat, sweetie.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's another thing that we want to work on. Only, again, at 14, it's tough. Getting a cat to lose weight at 14 is tricky because, you know, to some degree you want to keep weight on them. But if he's already got arthritis and he's putting that much pressure on it, you're going to have a rough time, man. So I would say anything that you can do. And then, of course, you're sitting there, sweetie, going, wait a minute. You're telling me he's not going to be able to exercise until we get the pain taken care of. And in the meantime, the more he sits around, the more weight he gains.
Yeah.
So, sweetie, do you free feed him or do you feed him meals?
I free feed him, but the only problem is that he doesn't gorge on food. He just, takes a couple of nibbles and then does his own thing.
But, sweetie, that's because he free feeds. So so the food is available 24/7. So that's, of course, what he's going to do. But that is a surefire way to keep him gaining weight, especially since most people who free feed also feed dry food, which is also, it's just at the end of the day not very good for him, and it's going to cause him to gain weight. I've got a lot of written material out there about slowly making a switch to wet meal feeding. I'm telling you, you are going to be so shocked, and you're going to right back here, you're going to be like, oh my God, because weight will come off him. If he's being fed meals and they're wet meals, weight will come off him, and he'll be very happy about it, by the way, as well. So let's do that. Let's start with getting him feeling better physically, taking off just a little bit of that weight. In cats, even losing 12 ounces makes a difference, in the way they feel. And then we'll talk about getting him up and running around a little bit, okay?
That won't be a problem.
Right on.
I try to put him on a diet, and no.
No, see, that's the thing. You don't have to do diets. That's the thing. I mean, I think that, and of course I'm not, casting aspersions on anybody's vets, but a lot of time you'll see, okay, we're going to put you on a prescription diet so that you lose weight. And it's not satisfying to them. It's these little air balls, But my assertion is, if they're eating what they're meant to eat, which is just meat, and if they're eating meat and nothing but meat, none of the fillers and none of the stuff that goes into so many of those other foods, he can eat all he wants and he'll still lose weight, especially on a raw diet. So, but that might be going too far. So, you'll see. It's actually, he'll be very satisfied with it, and at the same time he'll lose some weight. But I really do think, unfortunately, and I can kind of hear what you're saying, that you'd rather it be a natural thing. But yeah, he's got to get on some real anti-inflammatories to and pain meds to keep him, happy.
I'm trying. He's a happy boy.
Right
than
on.
that.
All right, sweetie. Thank you so much for calling in, and thank you for keeping it to 20 seconds. You're very welcome. Have a great one.
You too. Bye.
So there we go. Sweetie probably set the record. That was 20 seconds of question asking. Got somebody else on the line?
Yeah, but let's keep it focused on. Let's keep it focused on the quarantine question.
Yes, let's try. If you're online right now, and get online, you guys. And if you're online, very much try to talk to me about what's going on since you've been staying home more, since the lockdown, so to speak, because I'm really, really interested in that. I want to try to help folks, and of course, that was what we. That's what we had the video on as well. By the way, I did want to thank very much the Purple Lurple for subscribing, and also JoJo's from Ventura County subscribed as well with her Prime account, and KM44, Travelinoki, Blabbermouth 2010, Zamira 2. Wow, a lot of you guys. Bloody Baroness rated me with a party of 6. Thank you, Baroness. Travelinoki cheered 100 bits. Well, that's very nice as well. That was 33 minutes ago. Can you scroll up there, buddy? Wow, there's more. Mikey Okami subscribed with Prime. Angel Duncan subscribed. Thank you so much. Lynn Ladin subscribed. Sinful Exotic. I know Sinful. Subscribed with Prime. Wow, man, a lot of you guys. Angel's Mama. We got more. There's more. Travel and Oki cheered another 100 bits. Wow. Serial subscribed for 2 months with Prime. Sebastian 75.99. Scutsmom. Eclectic Rose. What the hell? And I think the last one here is Samurai the Lamb. Those are the people who have subscribed or cheered or today, and thank you so much, Baroness, for the raid. Keep it coming, you guys. Subscribe, go to your Amazon Prime, the easiest thing, free, and there you are in Twitch. Mara90, how can I be in the queue? You can be in the queue by going !!
Talk. That'll
talk.
give you the.
Wow, that's a tough one.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah.
Talk. That'll give you the instructions. Once you get into Discord, the bottom left-hand side, if you're on desktop, you'll see everybody else waiting.
Okay.
If you're on mobile, I think it looks a little different.
There you go. And BS Gibbs just threw it up there as well. And there you have it. In the meantime, another thing that you guys can do while we're talking here, go to Discord, ! Discord. It's a great sort of deeper dive into the cat cave. It's where people put up pictures and videos. They share things. We'll of course, feature some of those pictures and videos today. General conversations going on there. That chicken, by the way, see that chicken, you guys? That's Summer the chicken, the one who was left solo after Rosie died. So she's going to have some roommates, whether she likes it or not, coming up soon. All right, let's see who's up next. Who do we got?
You can see their name right there, by the way.
I can do what?
You can see their name.
Oh, there it is. Well, who would it be but our Australian expat herself, Ventura County resident denizen, JoJo's16. What's up, JoJo's?
Yeah, g'day.
How you doing?
Yeah, it could be better.
Why?
Well,
2 minutes.
We adopted a cat. It was a little storm drain kitty.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, you have
JoJo's,
her mute
turn
your
down
stream.
or mute
Mute the
your speakers, because
My bad.
you're echoing. It's good. All right, there we go. Go.
Yep. So we adopted a kitty, storm drain kitty, 3 months old. We've had him for what now, 2-3 years, and recently in the last year he started. We think pretty sure it's redirected aggression. We would see like a chum in the backyard. We've got open viewable windows and sliding doors. He would see chums in the backyard. He'd get very aggressive, like turn into a feral animal.
Yeah.
He'd settle down, but then within half an hour to an hour later, he would seek out, stalk someone in the house,
Mm-hmm.
and rip them to shreds.
Yep, there you go. Well, you already got the answers, JoJo's. I mean, yes, you're totally right. It is redirected. I mean, it's a slow redirection, but what it is that Tom in the backyard just infused him with that stress, just blew up his little energy bubble, and it's just waiting for a pinprick to just blow up, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So what's the solution here? You know what, JoJo's? You tell me. What have you guys thought about?
We have jumped onto Amazon, and we're getting those privacy cling film things you can stick on the windows.
Mm-hmm.
It means he can't see out in the backyard, but we don't see a solution in how to keep the strays out of our backyard.
Well, the first
So-
thing, I mean, so do you know if they're neighbor cats or if they're just strays?
They're just strays.
Okay. So the thing to do now, this makes it hard right now, and I'll tell you why. But really, the big solution here is first and foremost to get these cats neutered, because if they're walking around and they are peeing anywhere within 100 yards of your house, those hormones that are just wafting in the wind will drive your boy out of his mind. Whether or not your boy is neutered or not makes no difference. He knows what that smell is, right? Mm-hmm. And he's going to react to it. So trapping, neutering, returning those guys out there, because don't forget, if you don't do some TNR, JoJo's, you're going to have 30 of them. I mean, they're just going to keep going. And that, once we get the numbers up there, I don't think anyone's going to be able to help. You know what I mean? It's just, you're going to be surrounded. So I think TNR is the key. And then after that, who feeds these cats? Someone's got to be feeding them in your neighborhood. If it's not you, somebody else is feeding those cats. And
Oh, for sure.
okay, well, it's important to find out who it is. I mean, I don't know if you have a decent relationship with any of your neighbors, but it's really about finding. Oh, you don't. Wah, wah. Okay, so all right, sorry about that. But it's important that wherever someone's feeding them, it ain't anywhere near your house. So even if you don't have a good relationship with your neighbors, you can at least say to them, "Hey, I know you feed these cats. Could you feed them on the other side of your house?" Because if there's any reason for them to come into your yard, they're coming into your yard, right?
Yeah, and there's many strays. This is a very dog-heavy area. I don't think many people own the cats here, and they're just wandering around. I don't. We've had someone come out and trap. We had one cat in a backyard that had a litter, so we had them come out, trap the mum, and take the litter away. But they haven't come back to do this trap and release. I'm not sure who to contact.
Yeah,
I'm
that's a
not
little
sure if
scary.
anyone's available in this current climate.
No, I think
to do that.
honestly, well, here's the thing, and this is, by the way, any of you guys listening who are wanting to learn about TNR, unfortunately, no one's going to do it but you. I mean, at this point, there's trappers out there who, good friends of mine, who monitor 20 different colonies. I mean, LA County, it's estimated, has over 2 million ferals. So there's that. It's very easy to learn, really very easy to learn how to trap. Now, the problem is, JoJo's, that right now we got a problem, which is that all of the clinics I could guide you to in the area that would do low cost or even free neutering of these guys are not doing anything but essential surgeries. So it's going to be a minute, but I would really, really encourage you, once, and right now is a good time to do the research. But for instance, in LA, we have Fix Nation. Fix Nation will, if you have a feral cat, they will fix every single one of those for free. And they're an amazing institution. We also have Snip LA in El Monte, and those guys also do it at either low or no cost for all of your ferals. All you got to do is learn how to trap them. And honestly, it's not, if I can do it, anybody can do it. And I've done it. So there you go. Without that, and then just, if there's any way possible to keep them away from your yard, we cannot get your cat to act a certain way when it's completely justified. He's doing what he's built to do. So it's really, every bit of the solution begins with what goes on out there. So I think do you rent or own where you're at?
We own.
So there's things that you can do with your fencing to keep the cats out of there. If you look at, for instance, a company called Perfect Fence, PURR, Perfect Fence. Perfect Fence, and the idea with Perfect Fence is normally to keep your cats in. It has it's almost like a dunk tank effect, where if they go up to the top of the fence, they go to pull, and it just sort of, flops down, and they can't get over the fence. So if you do that around but you face it out so no other cats can get in, then there you are. That's the start. I mean, the stuff that you can do so they don't see through the window, unfortunately doesn't help because it's their nose. The nose,
Gotcha.
Now, last thing, because I don't want to leave you with a sense of hopelessness here. You know that your cat just saw this cat. You know that your cat is puffed up. And within a half hour, they're going to shred you. So what do? You break out an interactive toy and you play the heck out of your cat. You exhaust your cat, which may actually take 20 minutes or something because he's so puffed up. Try to get him onto something that he can actually just, quote unquote, murder, get that natural energy out of him. That really will be a help.
Unfortunately, though, it seems to happen a lot at night when it's not my cat, it's my daughter's cat. She's Asperger's. It was her therapy cat. It's turning out to be actually more of an anxious cat than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
He's attacking and ripping up her legs in the dead of night when she's asleep. So
the cats appear out in your yard and he gets all crazy about it in the middle of the night. Is that when that happens?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Well, how old is your daughter?
23.
Okay. Well, that's better than, for some reason in my head, she was 6 years old. At 23, she can understand this. Well, here's the thing also. If you know what's happening in the middle of the night, then he should be in a room, like maybe in her bedroom, in a room where he doesn't have access to that view. Is there any, I mean, he may have to sleep somewhere, especially right now. Let's, and again, I don't mean to make this overwhelmingly long. That's what tends to happen. But it's kitten season. It's kitten season. So that means that you got males walking around insisting, and you've got females walking around caterwauling and rolling around and throwing off their hormones. It is the worst time. And so anywhere in the house where you can keep him away from that overwhelming, there isn't?
Mm-mm.
Damn, JoJo's. Then the only thing I got to say is this. Okay, I got something else for you. I will never give up, JoJo's. Never. Here's the thing. We have to rearrange his body clock so that when it comes time, he's not sitting there in a window waiting for a fight. He is sound asleep in the middle of the night. Now, I have a couple of videos that talk about this. There's an entire chapter in my book, Total Cat Mojo, that talks about it because I don't want to go too deeply into it right now. But there's tried and true ways to get his body clock to match your daughter's. So he is up when she's up and he's down when she's down. So after like 10 days of doing this faithfully, he should be sleeping soundly in the middle of the night. I mean, the only thing that's going to wake him up, those smells shouldn't really get him going, especially if you've got AC going or whatever. So check out those videos about resetting his body clock, sleeping when you sleep. I don't know the names of the videos. It's like, teach your cat to let you sleep through the night. Oh, that's what it's called. Something about letting your cat, letting you sleep through the night. It's a video. It's there. It's on the channel. There you go, JoJo's. I'm going to have to run.
Yeah, no, thank you. Thank you
but
very
much love to a couple of miles down the road. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye. All right, I am going to take a break. So you guys keep it coming. There it is, Kaz. Why would I doubt you, Kaz? Train your cat to sleep at night. Is that really? And there's Pebbles coming up. You guys, man. You guys. CBD oil for cats. Let's talk about that for a second. CBD is totally 100% unproven in cats. It hasn't been tested. We have no idea whether it works or not. So if that's the case, why are we messing around with it? With dogs, we know. Dogs, we know what their response is going to be for the most part. We know it helps them. So I'm all for it. But we're not just talking CBD, but there's hemp oil and there's all kinds of, cannabis-derived elixirs and whatever that people are touting for cats. Man. I'm not doing anything for my cat that has no proof whatsoever. So that's my take on that one. Betty Veronica giving me the Bob Ross love. I got to tell you, man, if nobody knows what ASMR is, autosensory meridian response, basically it's like, when you were a kid and somebody traces a letter on your back and you kind of get these little, very relaxing shivers, that kind of thing. There's a whole section of YouTube dedicated to this now. And Bob Ross is really credited as being the king of ASMR because of the way he used to talk. And I remember when I was a kid and I'd be home from school sick and I'd be laying in bed and I would make sure I'd watch Bob Ross because Bob Ross and the way he talked, and man, I would just be out, And with that, we're going to take a little break. I'm going to be back in a second. But what I'm going to do in the meantime is eat this stuff. I don't get any money for this, by the way. I've just discovered these guys, and I am smitten. I'm a smitten mitten. Actually, when we come back, I'm going to tell you I have some more discoveries this week from the vegan junk food department. It's not junk food, but let me just put it this way. I have discovered a breakfast sandwich that will blow your socks off. And any of you guys who have been thinking about a meatless Monday or just switching all together, Oh, you're going to be happy with this. Anyway.
I want to hear about this.
What?
So I want to hear about
Oh,
this.
yeah. No, you're going to freak. I mean, honestly, it's yeah. And if you're good, maybe I'll give you a few of these. If you guys don't know what this is, it's called Pig Out, and these are vegan pork rinds, and the flavor I have today is nacho cheese, and you don't get any. All right, we'll see you in a few, guys. Don't go anywhere, okay? The food, do. Drinking coffee makes me happy. Yes, it does. Welcome back, you guys. Catterday continues here at the Cat Cave. Taylor's here with me, and we are just motoring through. And I'm having a great time with you guys. Thank you for lightening up my day. You know, before I got here, I was like, I just don't feel the mojo today. I'm just not feeling it, you know? And now I'm feeling it. And that's because of you guys. Thank you so much. Barbara says, beer makes me happy. Shannon says, happy coffee drinker. Yes, I am a happy coffee drinker. Want me to do it again? Dum 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 dum. Drinking coffee makes me happy. Dum dum.
Somebody clip that, please. To clip that. I'm gonna do it.
No, coffee out the nose is not good. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna go back in a minute. Take some more calls. There's quite a long line. I'm asking you guys again. Try if you can. If you've got questions that are related to the COVID, clampdown, where you're spending more time in the house with your cats, you're noticing different things, etc. Same thing we talked about in the video that premiered earlier. If you haven't watched it yet, go watch it. Not right now, but go watch it. But in the meantime, someone has a crush on me. Margigatit? Margigatit? Well, if you have a crush on me, you're going to have a name I can pronounce. But anyway, Anita, thank you for asking. My back is doing better. It is incredibly slow. Anybody who's had back surgery, well, major back surgery, I think can relate. But yeah, here, let me show you my old back brace. Because you guys are friends, you get to see the back brace. There it is. Oh, yes. Today, Jackson is modeling the newest flavor of back brace. It is from the company, whatever. Got a nice pack all tucked in here. Keeps me nice and numb, which is good. Effie. Oh, yeah. No, this is not a caffeine rush. This is a mojo rush of love because of you guys. Yes, it is a Gucci back brace. So anyway, thank you for asking. Yes, it is. It's getting better. Getting better all the time. Couldn't get much worse. That's the ultimate McCartney-Lennon dynamic right there. Getting better all the time. Couldn't get much worse. Who else has a crush? Cat Mom 2020 has a crush. I'm not asking for crushes. It's just kind of fun is all. Anyways, so we're going to take some calls. In the meantime, let me just go back and tell you guys there's a giveaway happening today. At the end of the show, we are going to have the stay-at-home giveaway. And what better things to give away than my new favorite cat litter, my favorite stain remover because it's got my face and my name on it because I believe in it, and a big packet of seeds for your cat grass, oat grass, barley grass, wheat grass, all put together. No catnip, though. And that's what you got today. So for all you guys on YouTube, you got to hike on over to Twitch.
On the overlay, you pointing to
Oh, it's right there. Doopy 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 doo. Exclamation point giveaway. But yes, you have to be on Twitch in order to do that. I do want to shout out anybody who's new here to subscribe. A lot of people are subscribing with Prime, which honestly, it's the way to go if you ask me. Violet Pixie Dust, that is the best name. Oh yeah, Violet Pixie Dust, welcome. 5 minutes ago. Cali Girl 896 also. Blabbermouth cheered 5 bits. Blabbermouth cheered 3 bits. Blabbermouth cheered 10 bits. Blabbermouth cheered 6 bits. Blabbermouth. Ooh. And then back to the Purple Lurple. Okay, so go ahead and subscribe. Like I keep saying, it really is good for us here over on Twitch as we try to build up this channel. And thank you guys for doing that. Okay, so we got the giveaway. We got that. What else did I want to talk about? I think we're good. Just to go back for a second, we were talking about CBD and hemp oil and all those kind of things for cats, and I was like, don't use them because they're not proven. Hey, you guys do your thing. One thing I do want you to remember, there are oils, and those oils, a lot of time, they're mixed with essential oils. Don't forget, they're poisonous to cats. anything with essential oils in it cannot be put on your cat's skin. Their skin is not built to absorb it, and it's toxic to them. So be careful with that. The other thing is, when it comes down to, I got to do a plug here, so forgive me, but if you're talking about holistic remedies for cats, something to help bring down anxiety, what else can I possibly push but Jackson Galaxy Solutions? These are flower essence solutions. I've been making them for over 20 years. If you want something that is totally safe, that you can give with any one of the medications that you might be using with your cat, start with Stress Stopper and move on from there. Honestly.
Put up the emotes.
There, look, thank you, Rin. Up go the solution emotes. Jiggly Fluff, thank you. G. Vanessa, thank you. That is so great. And look, Seamus, aka Epi. So the Stress Stopper is amazing. Works like legit. Yeah. Thank you so much for saying that. Hyper Helper, Meow Wolf. Oh, what's up, Meow Wolf? Good to see you, Jennifer. R. Jackson Wright. So CBD, you researched from the New York City independent pet stores, and they told you to use CBD on your cats. All I'm asking for is, can they show to you that there are any studies that equal the studies they've done on dogs that show that it works? Because that's the thing that really bugs me about the CBD movement, is that because CBD is just the end-all be-all for everything, that we're forgetting that you really do have to back it up a little bit. Now, look, I make and sell flower essence remedies, and with those, look, you can put it under a microscope. What are you going to see? Not much, because it works on an energetic level. Yes, flower essence remedies are a little woo, but it works, right? And flower essence remedies go back over 100 years. It's like trying to prove that acupuncture works, but at the same time, CBD is something that like could have negative effects, whereas flower essence remedies cannot. So that's what I just... yeah, Jenna's right. Yeah, I mean, you can just want to push and sell your product, but that said, then you don't go there. You know, there's a lot of stores that are there to help people and to be part of a community. I know plenty of them, so shop differently. What else we got here? Great question. Rio744. What's the difference between flower essence and essential oils? Essential oils, actually, first of all, it's oil. I know. The carrier of the base of it is an oil, and that's what part of what cats can't metabolize at all through their skin. Flower essences, you're taking literally, see, it's not an essence. It's very misleading. It's not like the smell of a flower. What it is, you take, let's say we're dealing with holly. Okay, so holly is one of the essences that Dr. Bach, who started this whole thing 100 years ago, used it as the property of that flower, right? So you put holly in water for 48 hours in the sun, and then basically you're getting the energetic signature of that flower. It works on an energetic level, not a physical level. And that's why I recommend flower essence remedies as a complement to something else you might be using, you know? So you might have, for instance, with something like Stress Stopper, you may be giving your dog or cat a medication that helps them chill out at the same time you're using this. So you're addressing the physical and the energetic body. All I can tell you is this: after 20 years, 25 years of working with cats and essential, not essential oils, flower essences, it works. And like I said, essential oils are toxic. Take a call. And I'm just looking, wow, Betty Veronica with that fish head. It's a fish head. Fish heads, lovey-dovey fish heads. Do you remember that? Saturday Night Live? Fish heads, eat them up, yum. That was God, Epi, when was that? That was probably the first 3 seasons of Saturday Night Live, when it was just off the... Dr. Demento? Was it? It was Dr. Demento? Fish heads, Roly-poly fish heads. Oh, God. Here we go. Okay, so basically, you guys, this is like speed dating. We got 6 minutes on the clock, 6 minutes for you to ask me a question and for me to answer it. And then we got to move on. Speed dating. Here we go. Ready? Who we got first?
Volvic. It's on there.
Oh, Volvic is back. Volvic is back.
Yes, it worked.
You're
Does it
here.
work?
What's up, Volvic? Is it Volvic or
here.
Volvic?
Volvic is actually just a German drink brand, like a water brand.
How do you pronounce it?
Volvic. I'm just not very
Volvic.
creative with names.
Volvic. Okay, got it. Anyway, what you got going on? 6 minutes, baby. Let's
So-
go.
So I don't have pets yet, but I'm going to adopt 2 from Bulgaria.
Okay.
First pets ever. And I'm
Nice.
just really
Congrats.
anxious. I just watched some movies already, and I'm just nervous. I want to do everything right.
Oh, that's sweet.
And I just want to get like some tips how to start like when I get them and how to make them feel comfortable in
Yeah.
my place and how to introduce them to everything. I just want to make it right. I don't know.
That is so sweet. That is so sweet. And are you calling from Germany? Where
I'm
are
not
you?
here to work. I'm calling from Germany.
Oh, that's what I thought. And you're getting your cats from Bulgaria. Some international flavor here.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
thanks to Corona, it's all just delayed, and yeah, it's awesome.
Okay, so here's the thing. And again, I have, hopefully I've got videos for almost everything that you can think of. But in this case, we definitely have, and again, the names of these videos escape me, but I think it's something about, oh God, we have to change the name of the video. But anyway, it's a video about Basecamp and the idea of Basecamp. So Basecamp for your new family members is a room, okay? And do you live in a big place or small place or what?
I'll move into a 3-bedroom apartment. So 3
Okay,
rooms.
so it's not small. So the way, and how old are your cats that you're adopting?
I think they're like 8 months now.
Okay, 8 months. So they should, at 8 months old, they should be a little less, the more you live, the more you deal with some baggage or PTSD from certain things. These 8-month-olds shouldn't have much, but what you get to do is you have them in a room, and in that room, you have all of the good stuff that they're going to soak their scent into, right? So beds they're going to lay in, trees they're going to climb on. You can even lay out like a sweatshirt of yours that you've worn, so they get to get your scent on it, blankets, things like that. This opportunity they have in this base camp is to just get to know one piece of your place. You're going to want their base camp to have windows so they can get the smell of your entire neighborhood. They can watch what's going on around them and just chill into one little territory. Now, at 8 months old, they probably won't want to be cooped up for too long, but I would just, that also gives you a chance to just sit with them, get to know them. Don't force yourself on them in any way, shape, or form. Just bring a nice chair in there, read the newspaper, just use it as your place to chill. They will then explore you. They'll get to discover you. Then you're getting to play with them and find out what makes them tick with play. Then when you start exploring the rest of the house, and you'll know this because, they're going to be clawing at the door. They want to go figure out the rest of the house. To the best of your ability, do it slowly. At that point, you'll be able to lead them around with treats or toys. Try to get them to explore in a way that's not going to just lead them to dart out and go under a chair somewhere. Another hint that I've got for you, to the best of your ability, block off the unders. When I say the unders, I mean under the couch, under the bed, any place where they can go and hide, because I just don't want them to hide. If they are the kind of cats who like to burrow and who like to be in a place like one of those beds that's more like a little cave, great. That's a bed, that's a cave, not a closet, not under the bed. Again, these are all in that video about Basecamp, but that's the best way to get started, to get to know them, and get their feeding off on the right foot, meaning don't leave food out 24/7, because for cats, one of their main motivators is food. And if you are the one who delivers the food, who hands the food, who gives them good treats and things like that, then they start to see you as a good thing. And so resist the temptation to constantly feed them, because I mean, look, that would be my temptation, to just constantly give them food, because that'll get them to love me faster, or so I think. But it does keep you in control, and that way when you're exploring the rest of the house, you get to look, I got a treat in my hand and you're kind of hungry, great, so I get to be in control here. It's a great way to start things, and the only other thing I would tell you is it's going to be great. It's going to be great. Let it happen. Relax into it. You have done, I can tell who you are. You've done your research. You're excited. I'm happy for you. It's going to be great.
I'm so excited too.
All
So
right.
like when I buy, is it okay to like buy a used cat tree? Because thanks to Corona, I don't have as much money at the moment, so.
Yeah. You're buying a used cat tree?
Well, I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Okay?
I wouldn't do that. There are some cheap cat trees out there. They really are. And I'd rather it be something cheap and new that doesn't have the smell of other cats on it. Because, you never know, man. Cats pee on those
that was
trees.
my concern,
Dogs
yeah.
pee on those trees. Don't do it. Yeah, everything should be new, or it smells like you. And that way, and again, one of the great things, and again, you can see right now, !Basecamp will take you to the video.
I can't see that, but yeah.
Oh, they can't see that. Okay, well, I'm telling you. Basecamp, it's !Basecamp. And if you put that in there, it'll give you the link to the video. And that way also, when they're really used to that room, you can take some of that stuff from that room and put it, let's say, on the couch in the living room. Now they go to the living room, they're like, oh, I know this place, right? Because it smells like me. You'll see. It's going to be great. I can almost promise you. We're down to our 6-second mark. That was a very successful speed date. Thank you so much, and good luck to
One
you.
yes or no.
You just cut him off, did you? My Lord, Taylor, you are hard. You're just a cold man. And yeah, I think everyone's saying where to get cheap cat trees. We even have cheap cat trees on our website. We sell, oh my God, Armacat cat trees on our website, which, big 6-foot cat trees for like a little over $100. It's not bad. But I know that you live in Germany, and it's different everywhere you live. Who's up next?
Somebody was.
Look, there was a whole line of people. There it is. Tiger Owl. Are you there, Tiger Owl?
Yes,
Hi, Tiger Owl. How are you?
I'm doing good. Can you hear me better up here?
Up here? Where is up here? Where did you go, Tiger Owl? Are you the same person who before we were doing this? We got to move on.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tiger Owl. Phoenix, are you there, Phoenix? Oh, Phoenix. Oh, Phoenix. Phoenix, come and see. I don't remember the name.
On to the next one. Yeah,
What?
if you guys aren't ready in there.
You get one chance, and then you're gone. L-O-L-A Lola. L-O-L-A Lola. Are you there, Lola? Nope, Lola's gone now. What the hell's going on here, Taylor? This is all your fault.
No, this is not my fault. These people gotta be ready.
Okay, man. Well, look who it is. Look who it is. If it ain't our friend, the highway builder known as Kaz. What's up, Kaz?
Not a whole lot, Mr. Galaxy. How are you?
Mr. Galaxy. Taylor, don't forget that. Now you have to call me Mr. Galaxy. Things are going pretty well over here. How's the Cat Superhighway?
It's doing quite well. Thank you for asking. I appreciate that. And I call you Mr. Galaxy because you have not told me I can call you Jackson, and I was taught to be respectful.
Well, I was not. So there you go. So what do you got for me today for our speed date? You're already down, man. You're down 45 seconds already. Go.
Don't worry. Got this. Well, Avery, as you know, is our oldest. He's about 2. He's going to be 3 in September. And he has this really nasty habit of pulling out the fur.
Pulling out his fur? Uh-oh, Kaz. Kaz? Where'd she go? Why is the interweb stealing our peoples? Kaz.
I'm here.
What? Oh, what?
Can you?
Is it us or is it not?
It's on her.
Kaz, you keep breaking up.
Can you hear me?
I can, and then I lose you.
Okay, hold on. There.
There you are. There you are. Okay, good.
Okay,
Pulling
good.
out the fur of what?
His siblings, and he only does this to two of his siblings, not the smaller and younger one. Well, he has two younger brothers and then a younger sister. But he only pulls the fur out of his brother and sister. One brother, one sister.
Do you mean that he does this in an aggressive way, like he just like yanks fur out of them, or is he like over grooming them, or what? What does it look like?
He literally gets on them and yanks.
Did he grow up with these guys?
No, he did not. They're all adopted.
I gotta tell you, that's a little weird. You don't hear me say that all that often, but that's a weird one, Kaz. I mean, this is one of those times where, because I don't have the 360 on this one, I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I mean, the only thing that I would say to you, he's 4 years old, but the only thing I would suggest anyway is to really take a look at, one of the things that sometimes we don't really pay attention to is the sleeping cycles of the different cats. Like, for instance, all the other guys could be sleeping for a bunch of time during the day, and your boy is up and running around. They just could have energetic spikes at different times. But I will say that, do you have separate playtime with him?
Yes, we do separate them for playtime.
And you feel like you're really, really wearing him out?
My husband more so than myself, but yes.
Okay. The one thing I would have, because again, this is at the time where you put on your detective hat, time of day. Is it the same time of day when these sort of explosions of energy happen for him? Are you thinking, or did I lose you?
It kind of comes and goes. Especially, he kind of works himself up a little bit.
There you go.
And because he wants treats, and then he doesn't, we think he's just being a brat because he doesn't get treats like he wants.
So then how about this? Here's what I'd love for you to do. And of course, you're here a lot, so report back to me on this, and tell your husband as well. Really keep a close eye on the time when this happens. Their body clock is not random, so it should start happening at the same time. And it could also have to do with the fact that you guys are around, and there's the expectation of treats, because this is when I always get the treats, and now you're not giving them to me, that kind of thing. But take a look at the time, back it up by a half hour, and do playtime with him then. And playtime ends with food. He should be full and tired by the end of playtime. So let's try that for a week. Just do your detective work on it. Associate play with food, and try to get it around the same time of day, because my only guess is the only reason he's not over grooming, but pulling their fur, like you said, he's frustrated. He's got all this built up energy, and he knows those cats specifically will be submissive enough to him that he can do whatever he wants. And I'd like to see you try to, again, predict it time-wise, pull it back, play, eat, rest, go. And how does that sound, Kaz? Let's just try it for a week.
You got it. We will definitely take.
No, lost you, but much love, Kaz. Much love. Let's move on. All right. I'm into this now. Exclamation point cat fight. That was, that's a video. Kaz, check out the video. Exclamation point cat fight. Do we have Phoenix back on the line? Phoenix?
Said they were good.
Phoenix? Oh, Phoenix. Minu cannot find my live stream. What is wrong with her? I can't believe I'm having to do this.
I tweeted about it too. On Twitter.
Now, here, let me just tell you guys something, okay? For all you guys who are not, who may have come here before, but now you're confused because you can't find me, we finally did land the domain name twitch.tv/Jackson Galaxy. And because of that, some people have the old channel name, so they may have a bit of a time finding it. So now my hope is, my genuine, deep, heartfelt hope is that Anna is here. Nope, see, and there it is. Anna's gone. I'm telling you what, man, I feel abandoned. I feel hung out to dry.
It's completely random, so you guys just got to be ready.
What about, yeah, you guys got to be ready. Just jump, okay? Right now, the person who is on the line, Gergero, are you here?
Can you hear?
Now I can. Is it because I cried that you came?
Apparently I have to keep my finger on the button to talk.
Oh, well, there you go. And how do I pronounce your handle here?
It was a mashed up name for my boyfriend and I that some friends made, so I don't even know.
You don't even know how to pronounce it? You're sitting having me make gurgle sounds? Okay, well, great. What's your actual name?
Rachel.
Good to meet you, Rachel. Where are you calling from?
Alabama.
Cool, man. Well, no, it's probably hot, isn't it?
It's pretty decent right now.
See, I'm just like kind of hoping that misery loves company. It's like almost 100 degrees here. Anyway, what's going on? So we have, oh my God, I took up our time. We have 5 minutes and 22 seconds in our speed date. Go, Rachel.
Okay, I got a foster cat. I've actually been fostering him for about a month, but I just started taking him on walks outside on a leash and harness, which he seems to really enjoy. The problem is when we come back inside, or if we're not outside at any point, he sits at the door and just yowls to go out.
Got it. First of all, Rachel, you rock. Not only are you fostering, but you're harness training when you're fostering. You're like my favorite person. So thank you so much. And you guys who are fostering, take it from Rachel right now. That's amazing. So here's the thing. We were just talking about this with Kaz a minute ago. The idea of making sure that we're structuring their lives, that we're actually setting their body clocks to go off at a certain time. Just like with dogs. Dogs, even if they might not have to pee, they know when it's time to go, hey, it's time for me to go for a walk, because their bodies are programmed. So really, it's about making it predictable. So, you kind of made your bet on this one. If you got him going for walks and he loves it, then you have to do it every day, and you have to do it around the same time every day. Just build it into your schedule, and he will know. And if you build it around mealtime, so he comes in, and right after he comes back, that's when dinner time is, believe me, it'll take about 4 or 5 days, okay? So here's the other side of that, Rachel, and you're going to hate me for this. But when he does howl, because it's going to take his body a minute to reprogram, but if you have your system in place, this is when you eat, this is when we go out for walks, this is when we play, etc. When he does howl, you have to completely ignore him. So that means you don't say his name, you don't throw a pillow at him, you don't take him out for sure, you don't grab that harness, you don't do anything. You act as if it's not happening, which sucks, It's going to be really annoying. But there's a couple of reasons why this is so important. Number one, he will get into the rhythm. It might take 4 days, 5 days, something like that, but he'll get into the rhythm. But the second thing is, you do not want him going into a new adoptive home with that habit, because that will be a problem for you. Because especially if you're adopting into a home that are newbies, that maybe they've never had cats before, and the first time they get this cat, he's howling at the door. So that would be something to really, really work on. Does any of that make sense?
Yeah, I think so. I've been taking him out when I get home from work every day, but
Okay.
That's not quite close to dinner time, so maybe if I move it. But he howls to go out no matter the weather conditions. Last weekend I didn't take him out because it was a tornado watch, and he still did it anyway.
Yeah. I mean, clearly he's... do you know what his history was before he came to you?
He was a stray when he came into the shelter, and he was at the shelter for 6 months before I came and picked him up.
Wow, man. Thank God for
poor guy
you.
didn't even have a name when I got him.
You just rock so hard. I mean, well, obviously he spent a lot of his time outside, and he's And you know what my bet is too, is that he didn't get neutered until he got to the shelter, which however old he is, how old is
He
he?
has not been neutered yet, actually.
What the hell? Rachel,
They
Rachel,
haven't scheduled his appointment
Rachel,
because of the COVID
this is not going to
restrictions.
end, Rachel. This is never going to end. What the hell? Why didn't you tell me this at the beginning? No, stop. Rewind the tape. I don't care what the shelter wants to do. He has to get neutered right now. And I know with the COVID stuff and everything, but there's got to be a vet who will do this neuter, because I'm telling you, with the more you wait, or they wait, the more he's going to have this habit when he gets into his new home. It's going to be a big problem. Not only that, if he goes into a home with other cats, it might be a problem, because those hormones, it's not about the hormones just leaving his body. It's that sort of muscle memory he has of having the hormones. And the older he gets, the worse it's going to get. And it's kitten season. It's kitten season. So him howling at the door, he's also doing it because he wants to get it on. And that is just something that is just ingrained into him. Please talk to the shelter and make them do it, because it's just, I got to tell you this other thing. Look, they had him for 6 months, and thank God for you. But he's miserable right now. That I can tell. He's miserable. And it has nothing to do with you, and nothing to do with you taking him out all the time. By the way, it's probably making him even more frustrated, because as he goes around the neighborhood, he's smelling all of the marks from every Tom in sight and all of the marks from every Queen in sight, and he's going to be miserable. So make them do it, okay?
I talked to them Tuesday. They said they were going to schedule him as soon as the COVID restrictions lift, which for us is May 1st. So hopefully sometime after this Friday they'll schedule it.
All right. Well, tell him you talk to the cat guy and make sure they do it on May 1st. Make sure he's first in line. First in line. And listen, if you got to take it into your own hands, Rachel, do it. Okay?
All right.
Groovy. All right. Good to talk to you. And again, thank you so much for everything you're doing. I think it's the most amazing thing.
All right. Thank you.
Take care. So that's just a message for everybody, okay? If for some weird reason you have not spayed or neutered your cat, please do it. And I know that right now it's really tough. Many vet clinics are either closed to the public. I mean, a lot of them are just doing essential surgeries. But from what I'm seeing here in Los Angeles, it's starting to loosen up just a little bit. But you can find someone to do the surgery, especially in a case like Rachel's. I mean, some can wait, but honestly, and Rachel, you know, in the rare case that he gets away from you, he is every cell in his body is trying to mate, and so he'll get away from you. He will run off, and you're not going to see him again. I'm not trying to make you scared, Rachel, and I know that you're dealing with a shelter who, and they had him for 6 months and they didn't neuter him. It really bugs the hell out of me, man. Stuff like that just bugs the hell out of me. For 6 months, you kept this cat in a shelter without neutering him. He's miserable. You obviously don't get cats. Away with you, shelter. But I love you, Rachel. Okay, moving on. So let me tell you guys again about the giveaway, because I really would like you to do this. Our stream today might not be as long as we normally go, because I'm just getting sore, but not imminent. But I want to make sure that you YouTubers are on here so that you can get the giveaway. And today's giveaway is a big old bag of our new wonderful litter right there, Sustainably Yours. Like I said, this is, how many endorsements have you ever seen me do? This is one of them right there, Sustainably Yours. New litter, plus my Jackson Galaxy stain and odor remover, plus a bag of Rachel's? No, it is Priscilla's grass and seed pack. So that means cat grass for your cats that you can plant anywhere and everywhere. Who could ask for more? Place for them to poop, a place, something to clean up if they poop in the wrong place, and then seeds. Yeah, I can't string them together. Anyway, get here. Also, what is the code?
It'll pop up.
Oh, well, there you go. So for you guys right now, this, and I think it expires tomorrow, actually. Tonight? Oh, okay. Well, we have a 15% sale going on for Sustainably Yours litter. Exclamation point sale. Just go on over there, 15% off, but apparently that ends tonight. I love this litter. I think it's just absolutely the bomb. So go for it. So that's the giveaway. And so, like I said, when we're done here at the end of our extravaganza, then we will do our giveaway. So YouTubers, come on over. Also, I do want to thank new subscribers that jumped on. Will be crowned by God. Subscribed for 1 month. So fantastic. Seamus gave a tier 1 sub to Amrita. That is so sweet, man. That is our community at work. And yes, you can present somebody with a subscription, which is just what Seamus Tux just did for Amrita. That's fantastic. RPG Fantasy Girl subscribed with Prime, and then we're back to Violet Pixie Dust, also 36 minutes ago, who subscribed with Prime. I can tell you, until I'm blue in the face, subscribe to Twitch. It's a good time, had by all, and your subscription helps us out a lot. Okay, what else? I just want to check a real quick here. A real quick. Is that a cat? Is that Mojo with rabbit ears?
They can modify.
Did somebody do that?
Yeah.
Somebody put rabbit ears on Mojo?
Yeah, if you're in the chat long enough and you do certain things, Twitch awards you with abilities to
well, there you go. Let me see here. Thank you for following Psychic Meow. Who's Psychic Meow? Stream Elements just said that. No.
Oh, that's Stream Elements announcing somebody that followed.
No.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. What else? I'm just looking at you guys. All right, we're good. So now we're going to go to, well, that's a fantastic name. So hopefully Fail to Conform is there.
Can you hear me?
Of course I can hear you, Fail to Conform.
Hi, Jackson.
Hi.
I'm so excited to be here.
I'm excited to talk to you. What's your actual name? What's your name?
So my name is Stephanie. I'm Time to Steph It Up in Twitch. I think you mentioned me a couple times.
I probably have. Well, Stephanie, it's great to talk to you. Where are you calling from?
I am calling from Albany, New York.
Right on. And now, see, we've eaten into our speed date time. So tell me what your question is, Stephanie.
Okay, so my question is, I have a foster right now, and we noticed a few weeks into COVID that he has gotten extremely food aggressive. He takes away food from our other cats. Sometimes we have to feed him in a different room.
Interesting.
He'll destroy like our trash can, like trying to get into the trash. I'm just really nervous. I've never had these kinds of problems with a cat before, and I want to make sure that we train whatever this is out of him so that he's able to be permanently placed.
And how old is he?
He is 7 months old, and I don't know if this has anything to do with it, but he was formerly abused.
Well, and part of that abuse... Say what?
Mute stream in the background. Mute.
Oh, Stephanie, will you mute whatever you got going on in the background? I think that might be I'm hearing an echo.
Is that better?
I don't know. Yes, it's better. So anyway, okay, couple things. So how many fosters do you have in the house right now?
We have 1 foster cat and 3 of our own cats.
Okay, so he's the only foster right now. And how long did you have him before the quote lockdown?
Just a couple weeks, probably.
And for that couple weeks, he wasn't food aggressive?
No, he just hid under the bed. And then for the first couple of weeks of COVID, he was really friendly, and he's still really friendly, but now he's extremely food aggressive.
Okay. So a couple things. I mean, first of all, I see this as an opportunity. I see this as an opportunity for you to learn more about him and eventually, like you said, be able to pass on what you believe his story to be to his next home. So, for instance, because you don't know anything about his background, you were going to learn about his background by his physical attributes, how he reacts to certain things, and then you make up his story. And that is his story, you know? That's the story you pass on. So right now you're saying, I feel like he might have been abused. Well, for a cat that is 8 months old and spends the first week hiding, and then he comes out, and now that he's comfortable in his environment, now he's getting food aggressive. You know what that tells me? Yeah, he was abused. And not only was he abused, he was denied food, or he had to compete for food with other cats. He knew that he had to fight to get what was his. Now, is that right or not? Doesn't matter. I made it up and I'm sticking to it. But that is something that you can then give to the next family and say, listen, you need to do X, Y, Z because this is what happened. This is what I believe his story to be. So that's just one thing. And it's totally a side note. And we don't have time for side notes. God, it's 2 minutes and 25 seconds. So anyway, what I would say is that, you want to stop the problem. The best way to stop it, and you feed meals, right?
Yeah, we do two meals a day of canned.
And you don't free feed in the middle, or you do?
Sometimes we do when his food aggression gets really bad because we thought it might help. So we've kind of been a little all over the place lately, trying to try different.
Yeah, I get it. But the thing is, so then what you're doing is you're sort of caving in to whatever his demands are. So of course, then he's going to be more apt to do it again. So here's what I would tell you to do. First of all, stick to the meals. Don't give in to what he's doing at all. But then I would also separate him during meal times. Don't have him in the same room as the rest of the 3 cats. Just, it's mealtime. He's hungry. He doesn't give a crap about who he's around. He just wants food. Steph, is he a snarfer? Does he just like dig into the food and just go crazy on it?
Yeah, he finishes his food in about 10 seconds, and it takes my other cats like a couple minutes to finish their.
Yeah, so here's what I would do on that is when you're feeding him separately, that gives you the ability to feed him with a slow feeder bowl, and slow feed, which we sell on our site, but just to give you an idea, they're the ones. You know what a slow feeder bowl is?
I do, yeah.
Okay, good. So use one of those, because the cool thing there is he's not going to be competing with the other cats. He doesn't have the option to go run off to somebody else's bowl. His food is there, and it's sort of pasted around these curves and things like that. He's going to have to take his time. And the cool thing about that is that the body then registers that it's full after about 10 or 15 minutes. So his body gets the chance to catch up with his brain, and then he'll be full. And he won't have that need to go off and break into trash cans or whatever. The other thing I would just tell you is that for an 8-month-old cat, you don't really have to worry that much about how much you're feeding him during that meal. I mean, unless he throws up. But, if he finishes off a 2.5-ounce can in 10 seconds, you can wait a few minutes and give him a little bit more. It doesn't, as long as it's wet, I would prefer it be grain-free, but you can do that. It's okay. And then,
okay.
And then what? Steph?
Yeah.
What
I said okay. And to clarify, did you say we should or shouldn't separate them during the meal? Should. Because it's just my assumption is that he had that thing where he was competing for food. So let's take that away. Let's just let him know this is yours. You don't have to eat, because my guess is he's eating that fast because he knows he's got to get onto someone else's food, because he has to compete. He was taught that he has to fight for his food source. So now you're saying, you know what? You don't have to. This is all yours. This whole buffet, whatever, this is all yours. But I think it's good for, just to give him that 15 or 20 minutes of just being able to eat his own food and bring himself down a little bit. And it's going to take, like with everything I'm telling you guys, it's going to take a minute to change habits, just same as it would be with us. It takes a minute to change habits. With us, I think it's something like, if you do something for 21 straight days, then it becomes a habit and not just a pain in the neck, It's the same for everybody. So, Steph, hopefully that helps. Thanks. Yeah, it really does. Thank you. Thank you so
welcome.
much.
And hello to Albany. Okay, let's go. Let's do one more. Got somebody on the line? Well, I gotta stretch. Gotta stretch right now. I'm still here with you guys. I'm still here. And it's just about baby goat time, by the way. Oh, Lord gracious. Oh, I am so happy to be here with you people. I can't even tell you. And I'm being totally honest right now. God, when I lean forward onto that table, look how big my head is. That's mortifying, Taylor. We have somebody?
If they're there and they're not, so I'm just cycling through.
Miss Potato, are you there, Miss Potato? Miss Potato?
Maybe.
You say potato, I say potato? Is Miss Tomato around? Let's call the whole thing off. Lord Sushi. Are you there, Lord Sushi? Lord Sushi. Going once. Going twice. Meh. Who else? Is Lord Sushi there or no?
Yeah, I heard
Gone.
somebody.
Coming up next, I'm telling you guys, you got to be ready, man. This is called speed dating for a reason. If you want to have a date with me, then you got to be ready. And right now, I'm looking for La La Lauren. La La Lauren, are you there? Why is nobody there, Taylor?
Yeah, I don't know. They got their mic muted. Let me get somebody.
You guys? Sorry, I'm in the back here stretching my back. You can see my arm right here, but oh, that's my big old hand. La La Lauren, what happened to you? Paula Stiles. Paula? Right, we have a problem. I think we have a problem.
Some
Taylor.
people have
Maybe they're muted?
Yeah, some people have push to talk.
Margaret wants Margaret wants a date with me. I'm married. Nobody likes you. Thank you, Scrubs. I'm thinking that people might have some problem here with their tech life. Denig, are you there, Denig?
Oh, no, I think I see somebody talking in there.
Is it just because I'm not in front of the oh God. Is it because I'm not here? Oh, yoy. All right.
This person was just talking in the normal chat.
Okay, if I know you're there, but do you guys not know how to use the unmute thing in Discord? Is that what's going on here? I'm seeing that. It's me only two. Are you there? What the hell, man?
Because I'm listening in the other room.
And you can hear people talking?
Yeah, and I can hear people talking.
So maybe
I'm
it's
trying to
us.
grab them. No.
It's not us? So anybody who's recommending yoga for me, which I'm seeing, yeah, I mean, here's where I'm at right now. I just started physical therapy this week. So what physical therapy looks like the week you go after major surgery is like lifting your leg. So that's really where I'm at, is like sliding my leg up on a table. And it's actually really cool. And neurokinetic therapy is what it's called. And it's amazing, actually. The woman I'm working with, she actually connects every scar that you have on your body to dysfunction you might have in the rest of your body. And it's amazing. She was actually manipulating a scar I had from, I think it was from like when I had my gallbladder out. And she was pressing on it and getting into the scar tissue. And all of a sudden, the pain in my leg kind of went away from it. It was crazy. It was so cool. Push to talk, people, is what Alex is saying. Wait a minute. Catherine, I think I hear you. I heard somebody just echo.
I just saw Catherine talking in the other chat.
Catherine, push to talk. Catherine, push to talk. I'm so sad right now because I really want to talk to somebody.
So well.
I really want to talk to somebody here.
Let's see if Kimmy...
Starlistic says there should be a push and hold.
Hello?
Oh my good Lord, Kimmy Wimmy Wim Wham.
Hi.
And what's up, Kimmy?
I'm good. How about
Ask Kimmy
you?
first how she
Yeah, Kimmy, will you tell the world how exactly you got to talk? What did you do? What magic did you do here?
Okay, so according to your guys' Discord thingamajigger, it says it has to be push to talk when they set their settings.
Yeah.
So they have to go to their settings. It'll be that little cog thingamajigger next to their name, and go down to voice and video. Right there is where they can set up the push to talk, and that's like what shortcut they want to use with that particular setting.
Well, that does actually sound like brain surgery. I mean, for me, I would have a hard time. So thank you, Kimmy, for telling us. All right, Kimmy, where are you calling from?
I am calling from Elkhart, Indiana.
Oh, right on. Elkhart. I know Elkhart. Elkhart is in the north central part, or am I wrong?
Yeah.
Are you
it's
impressed
like 3
by that?
hours. Yeah, I actually am. And I'm just gonna say, I've been watching it ever since the first season of My Cat from Hell, and I've loved your show ever since.
That's great. Thank you, Kimmy.
I love the segment you added to it from My Cat from Heaven, just because I actually recognize a lot of those cats that you featured.
Really?
So,
oh, well,
yeah.
right on. Well, thank you, Kimmy. You know that it's been almost 10 years. Isn't that crazy? How old were you when My Cat started?
10 years. So I was 22 when that came out.
Oh, well, you sound so young. I thought you were going to say 12. All right, well, cool. Kimmy.
I was about to, and then I realized, wait, it's 10, not 20. So.
All right, Kimmy, let's go. Ready? We got 6 minutes on the clock. Speed dating. Go.
Okay, so I have I adopted this 3-legged little boy from the no-kill shelter in my area.
Right on.
And I'm trying to get him into some good food, but it's really hard to figure out what good food to get him without having to go on the cheapo Purina or whatever.
Yeah. So
I'm having a lot of trouble with that, and he's adjusting relatively well to my place.
Yeah.
He keeps chasing my dog, but
that can be fun as long as your dog is cool with it. That's fine. So how old is he?
He is now 2.
Okay, so he's just getting out of those teenage years. One of the things you may wind up doing is getting another cat, but I was going to say that. But anyway, so in terms of food, the cool thing is there's so many high quality brands now, and they're not that expensive. I know that we all tend to complain about the prices per can and whatever, but there's so many that you can try. First of all, go with flavor first. And do you know what kind of flavor he likes?
From what I've discovered so far, he's a really big fan of chicken because he keeps trying to eat my dog Kagura's chicken flavored dog food.
Right, there you go. What brand does your dog eat?
She's eating the Redford right now.
So have you tried Redford cat food?
I have, and the thing is that he gets sick from it, which makes me worried. That's one of the reasons I'm trying to consider changing his food, because every so often I'll come out into the living room and I'll see that he's puked up some of his food, and it makes me concerned.
So let me ask you this. When he throws up, does it look exactly the way it looked when he ate it, or is it digested?
I think a mixture of both.
So it's
a little liquidy, but there's still some clumps.
Does it look does it happen very soon after he ate or later on?
Probably later on, because usually I have this little timed feeder for him, so that if I'm at work, I don't have to worry about him missing a meal. And
so you feed him dry.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the first place to start. I mean, and again, you don't want to hear my spiel over and over again, especially when we only have 3.5 minutes. But I'm a huge believer in wet food and not dry, for a number of reasons. One of which is that there could be a certain degree. I mean, look, even if the brand, let's say it's Redford, is bragging about how it's grain-free and blah, 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 what they have to do to make it dry is heat it up to this ungodly temperature so that it gets into that shape that makes it dry. Therefore, all the good stuff in that food is being heated out of it, So a lot of the goodness is gone. The other thing about are you gone from the house like 13, 14 hours at a time?
Not that long, like maximum maybe 10 hours.
It's okay. It's all right. You don't worry about him missing a meal. Feed him right before you leave, feed him right when you get home, and feed him another little meal right before you go to bed. You're okay. if I'm, I'm not. I know you just wanted to talk about the types of food, but I'm just saying that you don't have to worry that much about it. Even if it's the max 10 hours, I really don't think you have to worry that much about it. The one thing though that besides the dry part of it that may be a problem for him is that folks don't know this, but a lot of cats are allergic to chicken. Chicken is actually the biggest allergen when it comes to cats. Some cats manifest that by itching and over grooming, etc., but some by throwing up. So I would start going for what we call a novel protein. So novel proteins are ones that they're novel because we don't normally eat them. And that way we can test to see if he had an allergy to something. So there's brands out there that are made of rabbit, let's say. So it's a rabbit food. Rabbit is not usually on the menu. So we get to know if he likes it. We get to know after a little while if he stops throwing up. There we know he's allergic to chicken, which by the way is tough because brands throw chicken in whenever they have a chance. Same thing with fish. They throw it in there that we don't even know it. But I would start with a novel protein diet to see, does he like wet? Have you fed him wet before?
I've given him when I first got him, the no-kill shelter that I got him from actually gave me some wet food, and I gave him that, and he liked it pretty okay.
Good.
So
listen, this is just me saying it, but it's much better for him, and so, but I would check out what was the brand they gave you when he came over. I'm sure it wasn't like
they gave me the generic brand. They gave me, I think it was like Purina or something like that, and I knew that wasn't exactly healthy for him.
Well, I'll tell you this, Kimmy. I would rather your cat eat the cheapest wet food on the market than the best dry food on the market. That's how much I believe in this one. But any chance that you have, the food in a perfect world. First of all, in a perfect world, it would be a raw diet. And that is the thing that cats are built to eat. There's a lot of brands out there now that come with complete raw meals. You don't have to worry about handling a whole bunch of nasty stuff. It comes frozen, you defrost it, you can heat it up just a little bit so he'll like it more. That's where I would take it. But if you can't do that, or it's too expensive or whatever, if you can get a grain-free wet, all the better. But if you can't even do that, fine. Don't worry about the quality of the food right now. Get him on wet and try to make it, like I said, novel, not chicken. Let's see how it goes from there. And start there and check back in with me and tell me how things are going with it.
Okay, thank you a lot, Jackson. I really appreciate it.
You're very welcome, Kimmy, and much love to Elkhart, Indiana.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye.
Wow. We call this speed dating, but I'm the one who's got to deal with the speed. It's kind of exhausting. I'm kind of sweaty about this. Rummy, tell me, I've never heard of Redford either, but a lot of these sort of high quality diets sometimes are totally regional. We here in SoCal, I can think of 4 brands off the top of my head, especially raw brands, that are just regional. So it could be that. But I think I have actually, have I heard of? Anyway, let's see. What are people? Luna says that he or she wants to talk positive things, right? Can we bring up a little bit of good Muse here? Or Tiny Muse? So if you guys don't know what Tiny Muse is, that's just a little section in our Discord area where people can put up really cute. But this is the stuff that, but you can, though, if you want. If you want to put up some great Tiny Muse. Okay, you guys. Luna, is this what you had in mind? Is that what you had in mind, Luna? Oy vey is all I got to say right now. Oh, my good God. What the hell is going on there? Oh, God. Okay, stop it. Stop it right now. Stop it. Oh, toe beans. Toe beans. Look at what, it's just, clearly you're enjoying it. Oh, look at these babies. Look at these babies. Ugh. Wow. The one thing about babies is that they sleep like little baby rocks. They sleep so, like, you could really do exactly what you were doing. Luna, tell me, is this what you liked? Luna, I'm looking for you. You're the one who asked for this. I don't know what you were asking. Yes, Shannon, they're floofy. They are floofy and cute. I bet you what's on that computer is like those bird videos. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. You know what I'm in the mood for, though? Could you please Google baby possums eating? I am personally, when I first moved to Los Angeles, so the first, I think, day that I was here, I was out in the backyard of my girlfriend's house, who I moved into, and I was sitting there. I used to be a smoker. I'm sitting there smoking a cigarette, and out on the fence, I see what looks to be the biggest rat I've ever seen in my life, and I made this kind of involuntary, like noise, because it was the scariest thing, this shadow of this massive rat. And I think a lot of people are scared of possum, and I've got to know possum over the last 10 years, and I adore them so very much. My wife, if she had the chance, would be a possum rescuer. Look at these babies. Look at that baby right there. And now that's not exactly a baby. That's more like about, I would say about 3-4 months maybe. But that's a baby possum right there. There's some wonder, and the reason why this woman is doing what she's doing, clearly she's a possum rescuer. And there's a lot of possum that can't go back out into, where's my video, Taylor?
What's that?
I wanted a video of baby possums eating.
Oh, I didn't have that much ready. Hold on. Still looking.
Find it. I want baby possums eating. Let's see. What are people saying here?
I mean, that's just nice.
And that is San Francisco. Like, I would know that even without the Golden Gate in the background. I can find it. I'm sorry that you can't Google fast enough.
Well,
I could find it. I mean, I'm disappointed right now. Courtney says, chop, chop, Taylor. There. Is there sound? Sound. Oh my God. Look at the one. I've seen this one before. Look at the one in the background. And then they try to squeeze in. Oh my God, you guys. Look at those mouths. I can't stand it right now. I'm in possum heaven. Oh, I can't stand it. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. Wait. Look at, oh my God.
I'm glad that was a good video, because it just.
I mean, this is the best video ever. Is there sound? Can we hear this?
Yeah. I don't know.
You guys, come on. If you have a beating heart in your chest right now, you must love these little baby possums. Look at the one in the back with the flat ears. Look at these babies. Oh, God, you guys, learn more about possum in your area if you can, because they're the victim of a lot of, people are really mean to them. And Animal Girl, what's wrong with you? Really, Curran? Oh my God. You guys don't, you know what? Whatever. Peterson family says it sounds like bacon frying.
It did.
I guess maybe don't have the sound, but in the meantime, look at the babies. What are they eating? Watermelon. Well, there you go.
That was a nice break.
I'm actually, Lorena says, Jackson, be quiet. Did someone just tell me to be quiet? This is my show, Lorena. Even though I love you because you're in Spain. Yeah. Anyway, so that is the little babies. You know what's interesting, though? It's interesting because possum really do bring this out in people. There's a lot of people who just really hate them.
Oh, there's sort of a divide.
It really does divide people up. I mean, around here, you can see that. I mean, I know people in our neighborhood watch. You can see this. people actually sick dogs on them. Like they just see them as being, vermin. Anyway.
Oh, we do have some tiny Muse.
We have what?
Some submitted tiny Muse.
Oh, we have submitted tiny Muse. Let's see that.
Yeah, let me grab it here. In the Discord.
And Courtney makes a great point that possum eat ticks. They are actually pest control, which is really important. And Courtney is right. I'm a lover of all animals. Ticks, however, are nasty, as she says. Baby hippos. Oh. What are you looking at right now? Oh, Tiny Muse.
Yes. Let me see.
All right, well, what do we got here? Who in the heck is that? Jezebel? This is Looney when I first brought him home from the local shelter. Look at Looney. Oh my God. Hi, Looney. Great pictures. So Soichi Hitomachi is bringing in, this was Jezebel, I believe. Gorgeous cat. Very beautiful. And that is Tochi, I guess. Soichi. Sorry, Soichi. And who is that? What the heck? That looks like a calendar. My baby and her 6 siblings nearly 8 months ago. We don't know which one's your baby, though.
Yeah.
Caddis says, my cat's Saga from Sweden, doing a little blep.
No, it's definitely blep.
That's a big blep. These were kittens that were left 24 feet up a tree by mom, dealing with URI and ringworm for them and us for 6 months. Good work, you guys. Who is that? Who's the person who did that? Sesenach? Good work on you. Wow, man. All these guys up in a tree. Can you believe that? Look at that. Oh, look, she's showing where they rescued them from 24 feet up a tree. Can you blow that up? Is there a way to blow that up? There's no way they took a picture from... Holy crow. I can see them. You can see it in that picture. Look at that little baby is up 24 feet in a tree. It makes me so damn happy. Doesn't it make you guys happy when you see that the world is a good place? When we know that, like, we're surrounded by people who actually will give a damn and go 24 feet up a tree. Big round of applause, man. That's good stuff. And who's this? Oslo lady. It's the slow-mo of their cat playing. Is that what this is? It's killer. A little dark, but killer.
All kinds.
Hey, we got a turtle. Baby turtle at my work. What? Is that turtle just hanging out? That is a gorgeous turtle.
Yeah, for a wild.
And that actually, that looks a lot like, I can't tell from the size, but it looks like my baby, Sammy, looks like, so that might be a Chinese box turtle. I'm just saying it might be. Right, those guys at Canopy Cat Rescue in Seattle. If you don't remember, I don't even remember the name of their Animal Planet show. It was only on for a season. But those are the Canopy Cat Rescue are the guys who go way up. Their job is to go way, way up there and save cats from the tops of trees, man. In the Seattle area where there's plenty of trees to do that. Anyway.
Oh, wow, look at this.
Oh, wow, that's a baby. That's a baby.
Backwards progression, but...
Okay, yeah. Moyed with, that's the kitten he's getting in 5 days. But it's good. That's great. But I just want to see that really tiny, tiny baby again. Wow. Oh, that was the same cat. Oh, okay. I got you. Okay. Moving on. Is that, wow, you sent in a lot of pictures. All right. Moving on. Pan. Oh, that is an adorable picture. Oh my God, there's a little baby tucked in there?
Oh, wow.
That is a tiny, tiny little baby.
Oh, that's great.
There we go.
Yeah, not so tiny.
Not so tiny. You're just sneaking stuff in here, aren't you?
Yeah.
Haruka-san.
I share pet pics, but I can start weeding some.
Yeah. Well, anyway, let's move on. Let's see if we can do one more of these guys.
Yeah.
We got people waiting.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to give you guys a second to catch up here because I know that we took a break from the interviews here. So if you're in the queue waiting, get ready to press to talk.
Yeah, I think I disabled that, so.
Oh, you did?
I hope that we're good. All right.
I hear somebody. I think I hear a dog barking. Who's there? Who is it? I don't have a name.
Hello.
What's up, Charlie's Angel?
How are you, Jackson? Oh
I'm
my gosh,
groovy.
this is crazy.
I'm groovy. What's your actual name, Charlie's Angel?
Bonnie Lynn,
Bonnie Lynn, and where are you calling from?
Asheville, North Carolina.
Right on. I love Asheville. That's an amazing, amazing place.
It is beautiful. That's Bernie, the neighbor's dog, in the background there.
It was so funny. I was like, well, somebody's clearly here because I hear a dog.
Okay, well, I'm so new to this, and I'm trying to chime in, and I can't see you at all, but I can hear you, so I'm satisfied with that because I already know what you look like.
Yeah. Cool.
I recently started taking my little precious Charlie on walks in his stroller, and I can't really tell if he's enjoying it or if he's terrified. It's kind of hard. I think he's enjoying it because he's overstimulated, but I don't know. I just like having my little walking companion, and of course, people are enamored by seeing a cat in a stroller, so that's always fun.
Oh, so
But
you
I
take him
just
out in a
wondered-
stroller, or you take him out in a leash, or what, or both?
No, he's just in the stroller. Like it's one of
Okay.
those. It's a pet stroller.
Gotcha, I know it. So tell me what he looks like when he's in the stroller. Describe his body to me. Like, what are you seeing?
He just kind of stands up and looks around like he's way overstimulated, and he looks out every corner of it, and he's just looking around. And when we're approaching other people, especially with dogs, he'll just hunch down, but he doesn't act too terrified. But then after we get home, I'll put his, because it's detachable, I'll put the carrier in the bedroom above his litter box where it goes. And sometimes I'll go looking for him, and boom, he's in there just hanging out. So I'm like, well, maybe he does like it. But then when I go to put him in there, I should start doing clicker therapy. I watched your clicker therapy video.
Yeah.
I see him in there, and I'll just zip it up and pop him outside, and I think he likes it, but I'm not sure because sometimes he seems scared when I'm putting him in there. So I don't.
Well, here's the thing. He's not scared of it, clearly, because he goes in it just to hang, which is amazing. True. It's amazing. That gives you such a leg up on things that he actually does love it. And that gives you an answer, by the way, Bonnie, about is he scared when he's outside in it? No, clearly not, because he sees the stroller as a haven. He sees it as his den. He goes in there to sleep. So that tells you he loves the damn thing, which means he has no negative associations with it whatsoever, whether he's inside or outside. And you told me that he hunches down when the dogs come, but that means he's not hunching down the rest of the time. He's looking around. He's engaging with the outside. I think you got a really happy cat on your hands. I think it's amazing.
Oh,
yeah.
Thank you. I love him. He's a feral cat gone into a 450 square foot apartment. So I am totally catified in here, and I think I've done a good job with him, but that kind of eases me because I don't want to feel like I'm forcing him to do something he doesn't want to do, but he does go in it all the time on his own.
There you go. So now let's get to the place that you were, because we have a whole 3 minutes to talk in our speed date. Did you, when you say that you have trouble getting him in it, what does that look like?
Well, I mean, I just pick him up and he kind of like puts his paws out like, no, I don't want to. And then sometimes he just moseys right in it. And it's just, that's why I'm like, maybe I should just, when he puts his paws up, not force him to go in it. But when he moseys in it, just let him go in it, zip it up and hit the road.
Well, here's an extra added bonus that you can do. And I think this will help a little bit is, and of course I tell everybody this about feeding meals and that kind of thing. So they're, that when you want to feed them, they're hungry. But if you time it so that it's before a meal, he's almost due for a meal, so you know that he's a little hungry, and then you give him his favorite treats, and the only place you give him those treats are in the stroller, and the only time he gets them is when the stroller is going someplace. So he then makes a positive association with that time. Oh my God, it's time to go in the stroller because I get my favorite treat in the whole wide world, and this is the only time I get it, and I'm kind of hungry. Great, let's go strolling. And that way you are leading him in there instead of putting him in there. And that's one of the things about cats. They don't want to be told what to do. It's not in their DNA to be forced to do anything by humans. And that's why a lot of times you see them resist.
That is so true. You're right. I didn't think about that either.
Well,
he's
try
not gonna
that.
do something he doesn't want to do. That's for sure.
Right. And this way it's almost his idea, or at least he's getting something out of it. But like I said, just make sure you're really, disciplined about it, that the only time he gets that treat is when the stroller is going out. And that way he knows, and don't make it too on top of it, meaning like let him enjoy himself in there eating his treat, then slowly zip it up, as opposed to that energy of gotcha, you know what I mean? And then just that's in general. I think that we need to learn those things about energy. But you know what? You got a great situation on your hands, and I'm really happy for you because, you're one of those people who just like said, you know what? I'm going to try something new, and look at the payoff you got. So I'm stoked for you.
Oh, did we get cut off?
No, I'm here. I just put a period on the sentence. What was his name again?
Charlie.
You're Charlie's angel.
I'm his angel because I rescue. Yeah.
Yes, you are. Right on.
So that was the name I came up with quickly tonight because I wanted to get signed on and get the app put on, and I was like, I want to talk to Jackson.
Well, that's a great name. It's a great name, Bonnie Lynn. Well, thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you,
and thank you for saving a life.
Oh, thank you. You be safe out there, and it's really nice talking with you.
Yeah, you as well. Take care.
Okay.
Right on. That's a great story, man. And another, just there's things that we get to learn out of experiences like Bonnie Lynn's. One of them that I just want to touch on really quickly is the idea that that when we approach our animals with a certain energy, they're just going to mirror that back. So if you do this thing where, damn it, I have to get my cat in the carrier, I've got to take him to the vet. That's when you do kind of what Bonnie Lynn is doing here. Keep it available all the time and make it a den, make it a place for them where they want to get into it. And that's all you got to do. And that means that one time out of 20 that they go in there and they hang out or they have some treats or whatever, they go to the vet, and that's all there is to it. And I just realized that I gave Bonnie Lynn the wrong direction. Bonnie Lynn, if you're still listening, which I hope you are, it's not the only time. The only time they get the treat is when they're in the stroller, but that doesn't mean that every time they have the treat, they get strolled, if that makes sense, because I don't want them to make the association that, oh, I'm tricking you into something. It just means that the treat is only dispensed in the stroller, and one time out of 10, you go strolling. See what I'm saying? That's the way to make it so that the association is not made with strolling, it's just the stroller. Hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, whether it's medicating our cats, trimming their nails, putting them in the carrier, any of those things that we tend to hold negative energy around. Damn it, I have to give my cat a pill. That energy will be transmitted like that to your cat, and your cat's like, wait, what the hell's going on here right now? Practice. I mean, someone was telling me to do yoga before. Practice that sort of centering behavior that before you even touch the medication, before you even touch those trimmers, you're like, oh yeah, I'm just like, all right, am I holding anything anywhere? I'm doing a little body check here. I do that every time I walk into someone's home. When I'm walking into someone's home to do a consult, I stand at the doorway. I have a little, prayer in my head that I do. And then I loosen up my body. And I make sure that I'm not bringing any quote unquote dirt into their house, Speaking of which, by the way, you guys, I want to announce something. We're doing these speed dates here. And if you're interested in not having a speed date, but actually having a date, and I don't mean that. I mean, you know what I mean. I am actually relaunching my consulting business. All of you guys are like, can I have you come to my house? Can I have you come to my house? All these years that I've been doing the show, the answer was no. But anybody who knows me knows that that's what I was doing before the show. Everything you see in the show, I was doing outside the show. But then the show started and I couldn't do anything because I was doing the show. Anyway, now that the show is not happening, I have the time to do consults. Now, the problem is that we are socially distanced at the moment. So my consults that I'm launching are going to be through virtual means. So look for it. It'll be announced sometime during the week, I believe. And you know what? I'm stoked. Again, they're all going to be virtual right now. We'll talk about me coming to homes when, things get a little more mellow. But yeah. I'm really stoked, man. I'm really stoked to be able to work much more closely one-on-one, depending on the cost of the consults. Some of them are like you send me videos, you take me on a walkthrough of your house. We do a video call where I meet everybody in your home. I can talk to your vet, the whole 9 yards. It's as close as I can possibly come as you've seen me in the show without actually being in your house, which stinks because that way you don't get to cook me dinner. Oh, I was going to tell you about my amazing. So before I was talking about these great vegan pork rinds that I love so much, but I love a lot of vegan junky things. Now, this isn't necessarily junky. Wait, somebody's on. Somebody's on.
I didn't mean to.
Hello?
Okay, whoever you are, first of all, get out of my head. No, first of all, turn down your volume. Turn down your thing because I'm hearing my horrible echo.
Yeah, turn off the speaker.
Now, Stacy.
Yes.
Hello, Stacy.
Hello.
No, turn down your volume, Stacy. I hear me.
Okay, on my phone.
Or wherever it is that's coming out of a speaker.
All right. Actually, I have it
No,
on
wait,
my
I think that
laptop.
worked.
Oh, good.
Yes. Now I don't hear me.
Yes.
How are you,
Okay.
Stacy?
Good.
Good. Where are you calling from?
Connecticut.
Okay, cool. Right on. Somewhat near my home. And what are we dealing with today?
Well, actually, my cat he's staring at me.
That's always unsettling.
Yes. He looks at me like the TV, and
But aren't you? Aren't you?
I guess.
Yeah. So what
But
what are we
basically-
dealing here with here?
Basically, since this whole COVID thing, my neighbor upstairs blares music, and he hides, but he's also bothers me a lot, and I don't know what to do. My husband spends time with him and pets him, and he lies down next to him, but also he likes to come next to me while I'm sitting, on my laptop and claw at me, which if
Okay.
I'm not expecting it,
Yeah.
it's quite a quite a jolt.
So first of all, we've got the neighbor upstairs who's blaring music, and that has an effect on your cat. You're saying that.
Right.
Okay, so that's problematic because it's dealing with your neighbor. Does it bother him in that moment, like the sound, the vibrations, and everything are really bothering him?
I don't know. Sometimes, well, we also have a train that comes by, but I mean, he's very jumpy. And we're
Yeah.
on the first floor, so you could hear water and stuff up there and, through the pipes and whatnot. But he's very needy. We've moved like 4 times, so it's very, very traumatic for him.
Yeah, yeah.
We've had to move to Florida and back. So that was fun.
And how old is he now?
What is he, Dan? 7? Yeah, he's 7. Yeah. Older than that, my husband said.
Okay,
But,
I mean, I for sure there's going to be, and I think that's a really interesting thing that you're talking about because again, I've been asking people, well, how are things different for you guys in your home? And of course, it's different for everybody. And now you've got a neighbor who's home a lot more, and they're blaring their music. I mean, outside of telling them not to do it, it's tough unless there's a place in. Like, look, we have a gardener that comes by once a week. One of my dogs hears the weed whacker or whatever the hell that thing is that they use, and he comes unglued and barks like the werewolf, And the only choice we have is to move him to a different part of the place until the gardener goes. So if your neighbor is doing it predictably, is there any place in the apartment that you can go where the sound isn't as bad?
I don't know. I mean, he's constantly looking for places to hide. It's under my bed or in the closet.
Is that with the music or anytime anyway?
Anytime, anyway.
All right. Well, let's back off then. Okay, so it's not the music that's causing him to be this way. He just is this way. He's just a wallflower. He's just a scaredy cat. Okay, well, I would love for you to watch my video on wallflowers that I put up just a few weeks ago. And I've written a lot about wallflowers because it's one of those things that I know we can do something about. I know you can do something about the wallflower in him. So I'm not going to go through it step by step, but what I will tell you is, I know that you hate doing this, and I know that you think, look, he's had it rough. He's moved 4 times. I feel sorry for him. I'm feeling a little guilty as well. We need to move past that and start blocking off those places that he hides in, because he will never, ever move past it if he's got it. If he's got that place to go, he will stay there. And we need to start challenging him and letting him know, no, life is even better here. But you can do it slowly. But, if you're, like, for instance, because this is so common, that, he goes into the closet. So instead of shutting the closet door, we put a bed in the closet, We're doing it
I have one in there, believe it or not.
And I believe it. Believe me, I believe it. That's why I brought it up. But we do that out of love. We do that because we love them and we feel bad for them and we feel guilty. But the only thing that will almost ensure that he will at some point be a bigger version of himself is if we say, no, I'm sorry, but we can't do this anymore. So, like I said, there's a video on it, but I go into really great detail about it in my new book. And, that's what I would tell you to do. Take a look. If you hit ! Wallflower, you will get the link to the video and start there, because bigger than the music and bigger than all the rest of this stuff is, and I don't care how old he is, there's still plenty of time to get him to get his mojo on. And that's, I swear, he's the kind of cat I wrote the book for. So hopefully that will come to pass for you guys. And you have any other cats in the house?
No, I just have the one cat. But I do know that he also will do like speed racing in the house, and I have no idea why.
Well, there's a video on that too. See, I got stuff everywhere. It's we put this out there, right? Zoomies is out there, isn't it? Taylor?
Let me see.
The video on Zoomies? Yeah, there it is. Stellar's like, Zoomies. Yes, Pebbles, Zoomies. Yes, there's a video. It's a Cat Daddy Dictionary episode called Zoomies, and I'm hoping I'm not giving it away. I think we just put it out there a few weeks ago.
Nope, it's not out yet.
We didn't put it out there yet?
No, it's not out.
Damn me. Well, it's coming, you guys. There's a video on Zoomies. I cannot believe it. You're right. We didn't do it yet. In fact, we'll probably do it next week now.
Hey, this isn't a Grammy nom. We could talk about videos.
Oh, where would I find that then?
Well, I know, but I don't want to give that stuff away, man.
They requested it.
I know, but it's a spoiler. As Bloody Baroness and Pebbles both put that. Anyway, it's coming next week. But there you go. All these questions shall be answered for you. And we're out of time. Stacy.
Okay.
Love to Connecticut. Love to your boy.
All right.
And it's time to start challenging a little bit, okay?
Okay, thanks.
Right on. Okay, Stacy, take care.
Okay. You too. Bye.
All right, well, these headphones have to come off for a little bit. My ears are starting to get a little... I'm going to take one more break, you guys, and it won't be a long one, I promise you. I just got to take this belt off and stretch my back again. And then we're going to have one more segment, and we're going to have a giveaway. And thank you, by the way, Space Computer, Shirley Sent X, Ashnav92, Stephanie M53. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. Thank you so much. And Stephanie M gave a tier 1 subscription to Jiggly Fluff 2020. I love the fact that you can do that. Thank you, Stephanie M. So really stoked, you guys. And that's one more time. I'm going to say this to everyone who's still on YouTube. If you want to be part of the giveaway, you got to come on over to Twitch. Again, you can do that through Amazon Prime. It's free. That's all you got to do. So come on over. I will be back in a few minutes, I promise. Don't go anywhere. Meow. And hello, Twitchers. Good to see you. Also joining us right now is Instagram. We got Instagram Live happening at the same time you guys are happening. And let's just run down what we're going to do right now. So we are going to have our giveaway in just about 20 minutes or so. So if you have not signed up, I'm talking to all you YouTubers and all you Instagrammers. If you have not signed up, now's the time to do it because, oh my God, look at Attitudes emotes. Those are so cool. Oh my God, those are great, man. I love it. And of course, Jiggly Fluff with the baby goats. Of course, you Instagrammers can't see all these great emotes either. So, you know, like I said, wait, Minu's on? Why is Rummy Tummy asking about Minu? Is Barry's mom here somewhere?
They know,
oh, they're just asking me. Okay.
Well. Minu's username now.
Well, there you go. Is she here? But anyway, we're going to do also, we've been doing calls right now, and people have been asking me questions, and we've been speed dating. Well, we're going to hyper speed date now. Here's how it's going to go. This is the lightning round. We have just a few minutes. I'm going to try to get through 10 people in, well, that's never going to happen, but let's just say 5 at least in the next 10 minutes. So you guys better be ready with your questions. We ain't going to do this whole wait, where, how does this thing work? You guys, if you don't know how the push to talk works at this point, then you know what? It ain't going to work. And the product of the week is not the cat crawl. That was last week. The product of the week this week is this wonderful cat litter sitting right behind me there. So here we go. Stacy, the book that has the wallflower in it, all my books mention it, but Total Cat Mojo is the one that really goes into it. So pick up a copy of Total Cat Mojo. In the meantime, don't forget the video, and that's exclamation point wallflower will get you into the link for that video. Okay, you guys, now it's time for us to do a little lightning round here. So we're getting ready to ask me some questions, and will these guys on Instagram be able to hear the questions? No.
Yeah, of course not.
Of course not. You have to come. You have to come.
They're going to hear a one-sided
But I'll try to keep you guys current, but it's going to be a little tough. Here we go. Let's see who we got here. Thor and Theo, are you there? Thor and Theo, your time is ticking. Thor and Theo. Uh-oh.
Hi.
There you are. Thor and Theo, which is obviously
I can see there's some.
Oh, don't forget to keep pressing. You got to keep pressing, Thor and Theo. Come on now.
I'm in Turkey. I'm sorry, sir. It's delaying so much.
Okay, well, go ahead and ask me your question real fast.
My question.
Keep losing you.
My question is, my cat started peeing right outside the box, the litter box.
Okay, here you go. And just knowing that, I can try to make a guess here. My guess is that it's physical. There's something going on that's physical. Your cat. So here's the reason why I say that is because when it's right outside the box like that, your cat says, "Okay, this is where I usually go." Problem is, every time I go here, it hurts. So I'm going to go right outside it. For me, that's the number one thing. So Thor and Theo, go to the vet. Start there. Urinalysis, whether it's a fecal sample, have a full blood test done, and make sure there's nothing going on with your cat. But my guess is
okay.
That. Is your cat older or younger or what? Older, younger?
4 or 5 years old.
4 or 5. Okay, so we're not really worried about arthritis or something like that. But I'm telling you, it's something that it just started happening out of the blue. You can't figure out what it is. The two things it could possibly be would be, number one, it's a physical issue, so check that out first. And after you've checked that out, if you have
around a month.
Say that one more time. Dorotheo, what did you say? Oh boy.
Around a month.
Around a month. There, thank you, Guppy Shark. Yes, around a month it's been happening. So it's either that, or if you have other cats or dogs in the house, there's a potential that they're bullying them out of the box. But I'm telling you, that's what I think it is. Thortheo, thank you so much for your time. We are out. Lightning round. Let's go.
Another one, but it's the same.
Okay.
All right. Let's see who else we got. Let's try this person.
Well, if it's not our good friend Rummy Tummy. How are you, Rummy Tummy? Come on now, press that thing. In the meantime, Instagrammers, like I said, there's a giveaway happening, and you've got the lightning round happening. You could actually ask me questions, but in the meantime, that last question was about peeing right outside the box, and normally that's the first thing I'll say. Check out, go to your vet, because potentially there's something going on physically. Rummy Tummy is gone. Von Infinity, are you there?
Hi, yes, can you hear me?
I could totally hear you. And what's your actual name so that I don't say Von Infinity?
Elle.
Elle, great to see you, Elle, or hear you. So tell me your question real fast.
Hi, I have an amazing little cat who seems to have some kind of pica. He will eat absolutely anything, and he has had to have a piece of plastic removed from his intestines.
Wow.
The whole thing.
Okay.
So I have to monitor him a lot.
Yeah.
But my question is, like, is cat pica a thing, and what do I do to keep him from eating literally anything he can get into his mouth?
Right on. Okay, here we go. And I just want to catch Instagram up. The question from Elle over here was that her cat is ingesting a lot of foreign substances, had to have stuff taken out of his or her intestinal tract. And is there such a thing as cat pica? And absolutely, it's a thing. And it is a really dangerous thing. Different cats will pick different substances. Something that's the wrong word, but whether it's plastics or wool, what had to be removed?
A small piece of plastic.
Small piece of plastic.
I couldn't figure out what it was, but recently he ate an eraser. He will eat literally any kind of food.
Yeah.
He will take poop out of the litter box and play with it and gnaw on it.
That's normal. that part's normal. Eating plastic is not playing with poop in a litter box. Unfortunately, that happens a lot.
All right.
But pica is the definition of pica is the ingestion of foreign objects not meant to be eaten. So there you go. And when it becomes sort of an OCD, like it sounds like it is with your boy, then we've got problems. Here's the bigger problem: is that pica. There's not officially something we can do about it. It's not, it really is not something that we can say, okay, well, we'll give you this medication and it will help. One of the first things, of course, is pica proofing the house. If you know that there's something that he has to eat, you just got to make sure he doesn't have access, because honestly, that's the way to do it. There are medications that have been proven in certain cases to help. And whether it's something like Prozac, if your vet is experienced with drugs with cats, which is not a given, by the way, so you really have to ask that question. There's always things to try, but unfortunately, there's not a ton to do. The only other thing I would tell you is check out times of days. Is he prone to be much more active, crazy, a little OCD-ish during certain times of day? Because then you can work on controlling his energy just a little bit through play, through adjusting, regulating his meal times. But again, pica is a tough one. And the other thing I would just tell you, you have, good.
The other thing is, like, he's very, very energetic and playful.
There you go.
So it's not, he doesn't strike me as like very anxious. He's more just this extremely energetic.
No, and honestly, Ellen, I'm going to have to go, but pica is not necessarily about nervousness. It's an OCD, which means that he just, and this a lot, sometimes it has something to do, a lot of times it's like a nature nurture thing where, and we know that little about it, that it could be a genetic component, but at the same time, it's also something like when he was a baby and he got taken away from mom too early. So he has sort of that oral thing going on. But him being as energetic as he is, draining that energy out but you have to do it on a consistent and sort of ritualized basis. And that's why I was telling you to be a little detective-y about the time of day that it's happening. But start there. I got a roll. The last thing I'll tell you is this. When it comes down to conditions like this, go search out. There's pages where people talk about it. There's rooms where people talk just about pica in cats. You'll find it, and you'll find a lot of inventive solutions that I haven't even thought about because it's people who deal with it every single day, and they've been searching for things. So that's where I would lead you. We've gone over time. Elle, thank you for checking in with me. All right, moving on. Speed dating is happening right this second. Who's next? Stephanie, are you here? Stephanie. 3, 2, 1. Bye-bye, Stephanie. Who's else? Who else is up? Well, we tried you before, but hopefully Paula Stiles, hopefully you're here. Paula? Paula, T minus 3, 2, 1. Bye-bye. Next. I'm serious when it comes to speed rounds, man. I don't mess around. I do not mess around. Matsuyorific. Well, at least you guys on Instagram know that you're not missing anything, because we're having some, stuff happening here. But anyway, Instagrammers, I'll tell you one more time. Come on over to Twitch if you want to be part of the giveaway. And that's twitch.tv/Jackson Galaxy. Just saying. Moving on. Anybody else out there? Dial Elephant?
Hello.
Dial Elephant? Is that how you say that? How do you say that?
Yeah, Dill Elephant is fine.
Dill Elephant. Okay, what's your actual name?
My actual name is Dylan.
Oh, okay. Well, that's close. What's up, Dylan? Tell me what's going down.
So I have 3 cats and 2 dogs, and I've been trying to introduce them to each other.
Okay.
I watched your video on how to introduce cats to each other, and I've been doing something really similar where we've gotten to the point where they can they see each other and they eat right next to each other pretty much. But I don't know when the time is to actually introduce them.
So they're eating. Okay, so I'm just catching up the Instagrammers. So this is about cats and dogs being introduced, and you have them on opposite sides of the door right now. Is that what you're saying?
No. So the door is actually open. We
we
did opposite sides of the door. We moved them close to the door.
So now the door is open and they're eating next to each other?
Yes, and we had a sight blocker. We removed the sight blocker slowly, and some of the dogs still get a little bit aggressive, so I'm not sure when.
What does aggressive look like? So the dogs get a little aggressive still? What does it look like?
Yes. So one of them starts to whimper, and then if the cat starts to get the bristled tail, she'll pounce.
Pounce. Okay.
Yeah, and it's less of a pounce and more of just the pushing at the barrier we have between them.
Okay.
And she's a pit bull, so it's a little, scary.
Yeah. No. I agree. Especially, I mean, now of course, and again, not to put an unnecessary added black mark on pitties, but yeah, obviously you have to watch out if they get worked up. It could be a bad scene. I think that what you're looking at right now is you've got one cat who's got the bottle brush tail thing happening, and that seems to be setting off the thing. So as we've gotten into the introduction, we've got one cat who's like, okay, this is not working out so well for me. And so that's the cat we concentrate on. And that's one of and I hate to be like guiding everybody to different places, but this is speed dating. So my book, Total Cat Mojo, has a section on dog to cat introductions, but there's a technique called Eat, Play, Love. The idea with Eat, Play, Love is this, that we don't want to introduce these guys with nothing to do. We want them to have an activity, because the reason why bottle brush and pounce happens is because they have that moment to lock eyes on each other and nothing is happening. And when that nothing happens, it's like, what you looking at? What you looking at? And it's game on. That we give them that opportunity for the anxiety to rise. If you use something like, I'm leading you into a room with a toy, I'm leading you, dog, into the room and around the room with your favorite treats. We are focused on something else altogether, but there's another being on the other side of the room, but we're not concentrating on them. We're just experiencing with them. That's your final step in introductions. Also on my blog, on my website, we have a blog that it was like a 7-part series on introductions, and Eat, Play, Love was part of that as well. That's where I would take you. But here's the other thing, Dylan, your pity has to be on leash. Okay. And there's nothing wrong, by the way, with muzzles. Especially when you're doing introductions, there's soft muzzles. It's not a big deal. One of my dogs, if I want her in the room with my cats, I want her to be muzzled, because I don't want to have to deal with the consequences, and I've seen it before, but it doesn't have to be a negative thing. So you can do this introduction without that third rail of mauling being a potential there at all. Hopefully, Dylan, that helped a little bit, but it's a pretty complex thing, so please read that section of the book, and !blog will take you to the blog areas, and there's a video getting along with dogs, cats, kids, and more. That's a video as well, but that's the beginnings of what I can tell you there. Cool?
Okay, yep. Perfect.
Right on, Dylan.
Thank you very much. I'll check those out.
All right, take care. All right, I'm going to do one more. I'm running out of steam myself. So let's is Rummy Tummy back in the house? Rummy Tummy, you here? I would so badly want to talk to you, Rummy, but you're just making it not happening. What? Taylor?
Hello?
Wait, I hear a Rummy Tummy. I hear a tummy. Are you?
Wow.
Good to talk to you. How are you?
Good to talk to you.
And what's your name?
Madison.
Madison. What a beautiful name. Well, I'm glad you're here. Where are you calling from?
Fleming Island, Florida.
What island?
Fleming Island, Florida. It's
Where is-
about 40 minutes from Jacksonville.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. Well, well, it's good that it's an island, because Jacksonville was where they opened up the beaches and everything, right?
Yes, they did, unfortunately, in my opinion.
A little scary. Well, but great. Anyway, listen, Madison, we are so short on time, so I want to get your question. What's going on?
Oh, did I lose you?
No, I'm right here.
Oh.
Well, I was saying we're running short. So what's your question?
Yeah, you probably can't help me. I have 9 cats. I have 3 upstairs and 5 downstairs, and 3 that live downstairs are siblings, and they are constantly beating up my FIV cat, so he can't come down.
Holy crap. Okay.
And I'm trying to do food, feeding them together and play therapy, and nothing is working.
Okay, so I'm just going to fill in our Instagrammers real fast. This is a pretty complex question. 9 cats, a couple upstairs, a couple downstairs, and an FIV cat that's getting beaten up. So obviously, that's the one thing that you don't want is the FIV problem, right? Because now clearly, you guys, I'm putting out the word right now. FIV is not a death sentence, and you can absolutely adopt out FIV positive and negative cats together. That said, the only way, or really one of the only ways that it can be spread, is bodily fluids. So that can be saliva to blood, and that's what happens with deep wound bites. So that's a chance that we can't take, and obviously you know all this, Madison. But I'll be completely honest with you. I wouldn't even answer this right now because it's way too complex. But what I can tell you is, and I've told everybody, I don't know if you were listening before, I'll be relaunching my consulting services next week. And I know money comes into it at that point, but I'll tell you what.
I will pay anything, Jackson.
Oh, that's so sweet, Madison. Well, check it out. We should be relaunching it towards the middle of the week. And that's where I can help you. You can show me videos. We can walk through it together. Otherwise, I feel really nervous about giving you any advice, except you're doing it right. Keep the separation at this point happening, okay?
Yeah, what we do right now is we lock up the 3 that are causing the trouble, and then we let McCavity come down and hang out for a bit. And then when he goes back upstairs, then we let the other ones out.
Yeah. Well, at least you're doing that right now. I mean... Yeah, we'll get to it, hopefully, Madison. Hopefully I'll be talking to you in the next few weeks. But thank you for all you're doing. Thank you for the amount of rescue you do.
Thank you so much, Jackson.
All right,
Stay
we'll talk
safe.
soon. Okay. Yeah, sorry, it's going to happen that way, you guys. If it's really complex, if it's a long question, there's not much I can do about that. One more time. I'm going to try one more. Anybody on the line?
Yes.
We'll try one more, and then I'm going to have to call it a day. We're going to end the giveaway in just a few minutes, you guys. So again, if you are not here on Twitch, get here. I'm talking to you guys. And make sure you've signed up so that you can get the giveaway. And in about the next 5 to 10 minutes, 5 minutes, we are going to shut down the giveaway and announce our winners. In the meantime, I'm just going to say thank you to some new subscribers here on the old Twitch, and that starts with Brexy79, who cheered 100 bits 12 minutes ago. Heath132 subscribed with Prime. Blue Girl 437. Well, we just got someone new. Stargem 1983. Cool Costumed. Space Computer. And we've got the rest who have already signed up, and we gave shout outs to. You guys on Instagram, you go to Amazon Prime, boom, you're in, okay? And I'm going to actually say goodbye to our IGers right now, because, I can't just have this like mixed attention span. I just can't do it, all right, you guys? So how's about you get on over to Twitch? Bye-bye, Instagrammers. I love you. Goodbye. And so, hey, you guys, one other thing. There's something called Cameo. Cameo is an app. You go on it, and basically it's something where you pay a nominal fee, and the celebrity of your choice will give a shout out, whether it's somebody's birthday or something like that. And it's a video that you can present to your friend or your loved one or whatever, or your cat. Or, it doesn't matter to me. But just if you go !Cameo, you can learn all about it. Okay, here we go. Nat and Penelope.
Hello.
What's up?
How are you?
I'm glorious. Are you actually a Penelope or a Nat, or is that the name of your cat?
Wait, say that one more time.
Are you actually a Nat or a Penelope, or are you just...
I am a Nat. My cat is Penelope.
What's up, Nat? Penelope, I've got a Penelope in the house.
Oh, that makes me so happy to hear.
Yeah, it's my newest little kitten baby. Well, she's not a kitten anymore, but yeah.
That's awesome. So I actually adopted Penelope 15 days ago.
Oh, congratulations. Everybody, round of applause and emotes
she
for
was
Nat.
my quarantine savior. But I'll be quick because I know it's on
right.
time.
And well, I get to say that to everybody, though, that, hey, you got to follow Nat's lead. The one thing that you can do during this time, you bring someone new into the house, man, it makes quarantine so much more palatable, if that's a thing.
And honestly, I was a dog person, and having her in my life has really helped me get a nice routine, and it's just been really wonderful to get back into a happy place, and she's helped so much.
Right on.
So my quick question though, when I adopted her, she adjusted really quickly. Like, she was under the bed for maybe 20 minutes. I sat on the ground next to her. She came out. She started exploring. I've catified my house. A lot of my, my room. A lot of my money has gone, like my federal money has gone to making this cat a really happy.
God, that's so sweet. Okay.
But my question is I worry that I might have overhandled her a little bit.
Huh.
Just like kind of overloved her, overpetted her.
Why?
And just because she isn't as cuddly anymore. She's really happy to cuddle with my sister and my dad, but she won't hang out with me in my bed in the evenings anymore. And so I worry that I might have lost her trust or affected that bond.
No. But here's what I'll tell you, because we only got a minute. But here's what I would tell you. First of all, I would go to your sister. I mean, you don't have to go to them. Go to your sister and your dad and look and go, what are they doing that I'm not? And my guess is this, that you love her so much that you just want her to be with you all the time, and you're kind of pushing it a little bit. And they, on the other hand, are just like letting her come to them because they don't care as much, right? And so she goes to them because cats are that way. Cats just want everything to be their decision. And so what I would just do is back off. Just take a second and back off. She will come back to you. Nat, she's going to come back to you. It's going to take a second. And look at the positive here. What she's doing right now is saying, wow, I got this whole world here. At one point it was just you and her, which is sweet, and I'm sure you miss it. But if you want her to come and spend time, I would just step back for a second. And I'm telling you, she will come back. I'm sure there's nothing that you did except for, she was just like, yeah, listen, a little too close here. I got to have my own space here. One thing that I think that people need to get used to with cats is that whole, and we can look at it from a Zen perspective, that they're so good at like in the moment loving you, but in that, and it could last for like a minute. They're like, man, you know what? I love you a lot. And then, gotta go. and off they go someplace else. And we're like stuck in that storyline and going, but, but again, if you want to, if it's not working to back off after about a week or so, just try finding that toy that she loves to play with and play. Be to whatever degree you can be Santa Claus. And for her, Santa Claus does not mean that sort of hands-on smothery thing, So find it with playing. Groovy?
Yeah.
Right
well,
on.
I really appreciate it, and also thank you for everything. She's my first cat, and so I've learned a lot from you and your YouTube channel and your TV show. And
oh, thank you. So good to hear that.
I'm a little obsessed. So
apparently she knows that.
It's been a good 15 days, and
good.
I almost feel like I might need to get her a new friend once I start.
Oh, there we
working out of the
go.
house.
There we go.
I'm addicted. I'm a cat lady.
Cats are like potato chips. That's right. All right, Nat.
Thank you for everything.
Take care.
Cheers.
Bye-bye. All right, you guys, that's it. No more speed dating round, the lightning round, all over. Okay? So, we are about to shut down the giveaway. We will give you just one more minute here, and there you have it. No, Shannon. That's all I got to say. No. Yeah, I'm just speaking in code, but nope. Let's see here. Oh boy. No more questions. No more questions. We're done. Are we done here? Wow, look at all these people who have cheered. Thank you so much to Attitude and KM44 and Attitude again and Travelin' Okie again. Thank you so much. And Sahari, thank you for subscribing. Along with Sadie LaPlante. Thank you guys both for subscribing. It's really wonderful. All right, are we closed?
Yep.
All right, the giveaway is now closed.
There's not the giveaway, sorry. But
Oh, okay, well, let's close the giveaway. Let's shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. Yeah, Courtney, it's funny. I always know when they're... I always know when they're running My Cat marathons, because all of a sudden I got recognized in the supermarket the other day wearing a mask. I was wearing a mask and someone was like, "Oh my God, you got to help me with my cat." I was like, "What?" And she said, she had just spent the last 9 hours watching me on TV. Another thing that always happens when I've got marathons going on is that people start sending in pictures of their cats watching me on TV, which I'm telling you is a thing. So if you've got those pictures or videos, please bring them to Discord, because I want to prove to people that it's a thing. We used to... What?
Share pet pics in Discord.
Share pet pics in Discord. It used to be, we used to do it on Facebook under the hashtag Cats Watching MCFH. Yeah. All right. What are we talking about? What are you talking about? We're talking about a whole bunch of things. A whole bunch of things going on here.
All right.
We're shut?
Yep.
All right. So the giveaway is closed down. We're about to give it away. I hope we break the vibe of the last 3 or 4 weeks where the winner is actually not around. Although they'll still get their prize, but I want them to be here. So let's, and you guys, we're not talking about down things right now. Let's only talk about happy things right now. Okay, so stop it. Epi, that means you. Stop it. Okay, here we go. Eva, didn't you win before? No? I don't remember. Dum. Exactly. Happy times, Jigglyfluff. If your name is Jigglyfluff, then you must be the king or queen of good times. Amrita was here when she won, but I think Amrita might be one of the last people. I think Baroness was here when she won.
Something 2 weeks ago I was here, I believe.
I think you're lying.
Maybe.
All right, here we go. Let's start it. And the winner is... Oh, it's Jennifer. Meow Wolf 7 has won.
Wow.
And Meow Wolf 7 just got a separate present from me. Separate from all this, because if you guys don't remember Jennifer or Meow Wolf 7, she actually had volunteered to foster a boy who in real time we were trying to pull out of a shelter because he was slated to be euthanized, and we got him pulled out of there. And even though Jennifer had volunteered, which I thought was incredibly gracious, it turns out that he had ringworm and she had a lot of other cats in the house, so we got him into another place. But I love the fact that I asked you guys to step up and Jennifer stepped up, and so I sent her a little present. But now Jennifer gets a whole nother present, and there you go. She gets the giveaway. So congratulations to Meow Wolf 7 winning this week's. Is she here? I'm talking all kinds of nice stuff about her, and she's not even here. There you are, Jennifer. Thank you so much for being here, for being you. Much love to you, your mom, and your brother. And in the meantime, that's it for us. So you guys, if you missed it, by the way, I am going to give a plug. Can you see it right back there? I am going to give a plug right now to the litter. Soon enough, you will see my face on this bag of litter. That should be happening real soon, but it's called Sustainably Yours. It's a natural litter made out of cassava. It clumps like a son of a gun. It doesn't stink. I am in love with it. If I could have a crush on litter, it would be this one. Pick it up while you can. We do have a sale going on right now. It ends tonight. 15% off of this brand new litter. And if you just exclamation point sale, go on over there, because like I said, that's just tonight. And it does not stick to paws. It really doesn't. I'm not going to lie to you. All natural litter tracks a little bit. There's nothing you can do about it. It's lightweight, so it's going to do that. That's the advantage that clay has, is that it's heavy. But there's so many other advantages that the natural litters have, and I can go over that with you. I will go over that with you at some point. But yeah, I wanted you to take a look so you can sort of see it. Oh, I shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah, those are
Yeah, you hold it. But you can sort of see it, can you?
Can I? Well, it's not in that sample.
Yeah, it's there. You almost had it. See how fine it is? It's going to be like walking on sand, and yet the clumps are like baseballs. It's honestly, you guys, you got to trust me at this point. I know what I'm talking about.
Years.
Yeah, exactly. How many years have I been working in this gig? And this is the first time I'm like, yes, I like this litter.
We've asked for litter from Jackson for
years and years. So there we have it. Exclamation point litter takes you to what? The purchase page?
Yep.
Okay, and that's where you can, like I said, there is the 15% off sale. And that's it. So beyond that, let me just make sure I hit everything I wanted to hit this week.
The main thing, go to the video after we're done with the stream.
Yeah, you guys, go check out the new video. We've been answering questions all day, but if you haven't watched the video yet, exclamation point video, is that what they do?
Yep.
Okay, exclamation point video, and that'll give you the link to this week's brand spanking new video. Lucy, what are you sad about? I didn't get to you? I will.
Didn't get to a lot of people. I'm sorry.
I didn't get to a lot of people, but I'm looking at the name Lucy right now. So, and again, you guys really stay close, because, and if you haven't signed up for our email list, this is the way to do it. If you sign up for the email list the day that my consulting practice goes back online, which should be, my hope is, at some point at the tail end of this week. And if and when that happens and you've got a serious problem that you need to deal with, that's the way to do it. You go to exclamation point newsletter, and that way you can sign up real fast, and that's how you'll find out. But hey, as always, this week, Wednesday will premiere a video, and next Catterday, you know where to go. Right here. Thank you, Seamus, for cheering 100 bits. McKenna Kitty subscribed, and Cam44 also cheered 100 bits, so that's wonderful. All right, you guys, I'm out of here. I hope you have a wonderful week. I hope that you guys, let's stay smart, please. I mean, we were just talking to someone in Jacksonville. Please stay smart. You know, we will get through this eventually. We all have time to go out there and do the things that we want to do, but just maybe not this week, okay? All right, until next Catterday, light, love, and mojo to you. All right, bye, you guys. Mwah!